I was unmuted for that, so welcome. Hi.
Hi, everybody. How's it
Hi.
going? Hi. So things are a little different. I don't know how different the overlay is, but I've been told it's a little different than normal.
Just a little bit.
I was reminded last week that this week is actually the year anniversary of this game and vaccine game. So I figured we'd do something a little different. And we are doing a 1, maybe 2 shot, depending on how it goes, like it did in vaccine, of what I'm calling Anniversary Armageddon. So any announcements or anything before we start, or no?
Do we want to do a rundown of what our characters are real quick? Because all I put are the character names.
Let me set up the premise first, and then you guys can introduce yourselves.
Okay.
So the last you guys saw us as players, the Corruption Crew party had finally reunited in the mega city of Rosa Gallica amid a massive battle. But that's not the battle that we're going to see today. Today we are turning back the clocks. Whereas Corruption Crew lives in the year 22 NY, we are going somewhere a little different for this. Somewhere else in the verse is a clock tower, ancient and decrepit with a rusted hour hand that just slowly ticks counterclockwise. The rust fades away and is replaced with fresh paint, and the broken pieces mend themselves and lights flick on inside. The year is negative YQ, 15,000 years before Corruption Crew were ever born, in an era akin to our real-life Bronze Age. Beyond this tower on the horizon is a hint of green clouds, and this is where tonight's game finds our heroes. Under the eye, the tearing reality through which flows the stuff of nightmares. The beings of Corruption and Vaccine Crew would recognize this as corruption, but now they're only known as the armies of the eye. For years, battles have raged under this strange sky, red at dawn and green at night. And after 400 years of with a seemingly endless war, the natives of this world are nearing extinction. Every battle reduces your numbers and inflates theirs. Every victory comes with 2 more failures. Countless cities have fallen and been reduced to just a roiling, useless mass of materials scrambled by the armies of the eye into something unrecognizable. Your characters, for whatever reason, have all found yourself fighting to save your world, your homes, your loved ones, pretty much just trying to save the world. You guys, I will say, as of right now, are approaching what looks to be a war camp, in the a simple war camp in the distance. And if you guys wanted to go ahead and introduce your characters, since you mentioned it, we'll start with Scotty.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, I think Roman gladiator, but without the helmet or anything. And he's got this fancy shield and a fancy spear. And you all know that he gets really mad if anyone tries to make him wear a shirt or cover his arms at all. I'll say he has long flowing hair and he looks like Fabio or something. I don't know. Wait,
Nice.
Let me double check his charisma. Yeah, he looks like Fabio. And let's see, what his shield? It looks like a Legionnaire's shield, but it does have some magical properties to it. And the spear looks like it has little veins of fire still inside it, almost like when it was forged, the fires were still inside it and haven't left since. Oh, he's also got this really epic looking belt that's probably a mix of like obsidian and rubies. And a toga. A shirtless toga, I don't know. Greek skirt? Greek skirt. We'll go with that.
He is also a human.
Yep, sword and board human.
Sorry. I'm gonna go with up next because you're next on my screen.
Okay. So Thaumiel is Hard to describe. None of you have ever seen their face. They wear a complete helmet with a visor at all times. Their armor is all white with gold accents. And the only real signifying thing is that they have a mark on the top of their helmet that's 3 moons next to each other. Other than that, there's not really much to tell.
Vex, do you want to go next?
Sure. So my character is much similar in is shorter but still a medium size. Okay, she is a hill dwarf. And the best way to describe her is she's not as much a soldier as she is just a walking bunker with just really thick plate armor and a shield that is likely just as tall as she is, maybe even a bit bigger. Always carries around a warhammer on her back, as well as a rather nice looking belt that she claims she made herself. In terms of just walking around, she generally doesn't wear a helmet until problems happen, and her armor looks, as much as it looks like it's a bunker, it also can tell it's seen way too much action. There's gouges in parts of it. There's scrapes and things in it, but it's still very well maintained. And one of the big things is one of the eye holes of her armor has been clawed quite deeply to the point where you can probably see a portion of her face through it when she does wear it. And she wears an eye patch on her one eye, covering it from what, Cat? What?
Nothing. No, I love it.
What, Cat?
It's great. I love it so much.
And she is generally a very serious person, but you can also she oftentimes is like during stops or anything, she's reading a book and such. That's about it.
Interestingly enough, that armor that Jacinth is wearing is unique in that it is not made of bronze. It is also, you suspect, probably made of the same sort of meteorite metal that Icocles' weapon is made from. Luke, do you want to go next?
Sure. Astrean is a halfling. He's about 3 feet tall. He has mauve, magenta, and light brown robes and like a flask and a jug on his belt, assorted pouches. He's bald on top with bushy brown hair around the sides and very big mutton chops and sort of a ruddy face and a rotund form. But he's a lot more spry than he looks, and people feel lucky when they're around him most of the time. Very upbeat.
Okay. Saege, do you want to go next?
Not really, but I guess I will. So this one, Korinn Shieldbiter is a laser dragonborn, variant specifically for Retroverse. Think chromatic scales for the most part, eyes completely white, but wearing darker travel clothes, almost trying to hide the shine, so to speak. Typically leaning on their spear as not as a crutch, just something to do, something to hold on to. More quiet than anything, but with a very, very specific goal in mind. That's all I got.
Okay. Hera, do you want to finish this off?
Yes, I am playing Serendipity, Sty wild magic sorcerer. For anyone who is not on the know, Sty Sarans are basically dinosaur people based on the Triceratops and similar families of dinosaurs with the head plates. She, however, has only like a single horn or horn, on her nose, and like a couple of more like adorning her head plate. And Sky Sirens are usually very colorful, and the same is true for Serendipity. However, what is special about her, due to her wild magic affecting her, is that whenever she casts spells, new like her colors and patterns on her plate and on her just entire body change with every spell that she casts. And even more dramatically so when she casts a spell that triggers a wild magic surge. So usually when they, sorry, for example, sometimes it's only like a something like a cantrip would only like change a little bit of the arm or something like that. However, when she casts like a more powerful spell, it would change more of her. And when she triggers a wild magic surge, the changes can be quite drastic. She wields a staff that looks like it is made out of just the embers of fire, straight up. And it is also like constantly, there's like little sparks flying off of it. And she seems to lead, despite it looking intensely hot still, she can touch it without issue. And she's also she's wearing a robe that is black, like a very deep black that almost seems to like absorb all light around it, and is adorned with like gold hems around it. That's a robe. Also, currently she is. Let me just check the spells.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's currently she has like a bluish color to her, with on her headplate forming like rings that almost look like eyes on top of like here on her headplate, additionally to her normal eyes. If you like out of the corner of your eye, if you're not directly looking at her, you sometimes could swear they blink. That's serendipity.
Nice. So we find your characters approaching a simple war camp filled with tents and wounded and anxious soldiers and nervous horses. As you enter, you see a group of people just outside the camp. Looks to be 2 humans and an elf kneeling on the ground, with a mix of like humans, elves, and a few dwarves watching. Behind each figure is a soldier holding an axe. Further inside the camp is where is the much larger tent that you guys know you were directed to meet your contacts at.
Well, what all? I know this doesn't really matter, but what all did we travel through to get here? What kind of terrain are we talking about?
So it depends on where you've come from. Not all of you necessarily came from the same places. It depends on which battlefields you've traveled through. Any place that has been a battlefield of corruption, whereas in real life they leave like not detonated mines. In the corruption war, there is remnants of corruption just seeps into the land, to the point where forests just spontaneously appear in deserts, and areas that were complete just swampy messes become mountainous chaos overnight. The area where you guys are right now is a relatively like rocky, barren area, sort of like a desert, but not with sand, like that hard packed ground. Very, very dry heat, basically. Yeah. Where you guys are headed though, mechanically, you are headed towards Del Diablo. The area far above you in the sky, you can just see you're like several miles away from the exact location, but you can see the eye, the tear in reality above, far above the ground, through which the beings of corruption, or the armies of the eye, as they're called to you, to your people, come from. You don't see any currently, but you've all heard stories, maybe a handful of you actually have spotted them, of the ships that once brought the armies of the eye from the eye and down to the surface of the world. They've now mastered the art of flight, which is absolutely terrifying because their boats, unlike yours, seem to be made of something much sturdier than wood, something much more akin to armor.
All right.
As you guys walk further into the camp, you see of the group of individuals off to the side. One of the elves standing in the crowd runs over to the kneeling elf, and she just falls on her knees and starts to reach out to them before like pulling back, and it looks like they're having a somewhat tearful, quiet moment.
How about how close are we to them?
Within 60 feet or so feet. It's not far. They're not stopping you or anything.
Within sense degradation range.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna use that then.
It looks like all of them have at least 2 layers. The elf seems to have 3. You would know that curing corruption is not a thing that is well heard of. There are a very limited number of people in the world that can do what you do. And for most of the world, it's a myth. Like, there's no cure for the blight that the armies of the eye brings. It's just the best you can do is try to put an end mercifully to them so that they don't bring the corruption further into the camp and destroy it from within.
So for a moment, everyone would kind of see Jacinth kind of look off to the side, like something caught her eye, not in the direction of where the people are, and kind of pause for a moment, and then just kind of do a nod and start walking towards the people on the things and just call out, "Stop."
Icocles stops and crosses his arms and says, "Here we go again."
The soldiers standing behind them that hadn't really acted at all, they are holding axes, but they're not like poised or anything right yet. The elf and the elf couple that are both now kneeling just sort of look up at you, and she is absolutely bawling. She is just absolutely devastated.
Is she crying?
Getting closer now.
Is she crying upwards?
She is not. Getting closer now, you can see now where some of them, the human man, had been sort of trying to hide it because he had his hands like crossed in front of him. Where his elbow is splits off, and there is another arm that's grown, except where the hand would be is a lobster claw. The elf man, his the entire front like side of his chest has been turned to what looks like stone, but god damn it. Made a fucking crabby pun in the chat.
Wow, he looks a little crabby about this development. Totally came up with that myself.
From within that stony front to him is like this sickly green energy. And then the last man, when you turn to look at him, or when he sort of looks up to you, he does not have eyes. And you look down, and his eyes are in the palms of his hands. As in, like,
hi.
in the
Yeah.
palm,
I know.
not like
Like this.
holding them.
Like this,
As in
I'm
Pan's
assuming.
Yes.
Labyrinth.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth. As soon as you said that, I'm like, Pan's Labyrinth.
Focusing.
The soldiers behind them just look to you. They recognize you as somebody that are well-to-do and probably know what you're doing. Can we help you?
She kind of looks to them and says, I can help them. The High God smiles on them today and walks over and is going to start curing their corruption.
Okay.
Which is, I think you said 4 layers. So, right?
I think I said
2 layers on each.
2 layers. No,
layers,
1 layer on
2
each, except for 2 on the elf one.
two of them have 2 layers and one has 3.
Okay, so then 4, 5, 6, 7 layers. All right, 70 damage. Or sorry, 70 times 2.
Bit more.
140. All right, that's a bit of damage. But she'll cure them.
So what does it look like when Jacinth cures corruption?
How much HP do you have?
That took about half of it from me.
Fucking
Jeez,
defraggers, man.
Luke is just grinning.
Look at my life. This is every day with Cyberus, okay?
Luke is just like, God, I can't wait till I get to this point.
I won't be curing nobody though.
You'll be just giving them more.
No. Be like a Witcher. You'll do it, but only if you get paid.
Hey, Cyberus, you want a job? I have some openings.
Defragger. We don't like your kind around here. Anyway.
Yeah, so more or less you see her kind of hand goes over them, and what would my brain goes to whatever the corruption is just kind of fades, and then like whatever things just kind of go into her hand effectively, and then are just kind of destroyed, like digitized, destroyed kind of thing is my brain, but I don't know how well that would work.
So in the modern day, like where the normal corruption crew is from, and sort of digitizes and glitches, that's not really as much of a concept at this point. The way that
so Peter Parker's
the natives of Radix perceive it now is sort of a just swirl of colors and energy, very much like the ether in Thor 2, where it's just a cloud of primordial chaos.
All right. Ooh, I like that. Hold my beer as I fucking save these people. Yes. And
the elf woman, as soon as she sees that the that like heavy stone just sort of convalesces, it sort of like starts to flake off of him, and for a second he is terrified. You've seen that look in his eyes, and he thinks he's about to die. Until he looks down and sees that underneath his armor is just his flesh. It's eaten away at the armor. And he just sort of looks down and, thank you. And the woman just launches herself at him and hugs him, and then turns around to try and scoop you into a hug as well. If you allow it, you don't have to.
Just kind of nod.
She had a hidden layer of corruption where the layer's ability was hiding its own layer. And then you need a corruption saving throw. No.
I don't think I need to worry about that at all.
I know. I'm
one
joking.
layer. That's some baby shit. I think I literally auto succeed that.
I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah.
And she just kind of nods. It was his will. And
the other soldiers that had the axes that were clearly the executioners they're still standing there, but they are clearly like grouped up together and just talking and whispering and staring in awe.
I see you are impressed by Giantbane.
I thought it was a myth. I've never actually seen anyone do that. Not even Galen can do that.
Surprise!
Puts a giant Hulk-sized hand on his shoulder. We live in an age where myths are reality, my friend.
Suppose
I
that's
think you seem to
true.
be mistaken.
I don't understand. Oh, one of your puns, Shieldbiter.
Always the first to catch the joke.
I am great at catching things. And I walk towards the tent.
Alt's look of disdain there. Of I want to fucking kill you.
So I'm so
Sarah's
All of a
disappointed
sudden-
you missed that.
All of a sudden, my skin is gray and I have red tattoos everywhere. I have 2 daggers. I'm joking.
Serendipity looks like also like at the 2 guards and says, because like of the like her also like her head plate, and she does know that some people think that the eyes are winking at people, and she says to them, just to note, I am not a corruption witch. You can ask her, and she points to Jacinth.
You know, if you hadn't
That's
told
good
them,
to
they
know.
probably wouldn't have asked.
They're very defensive about
People
that.
always assume.
People are always asses.
There are forces that are hard to control beyond corruption, that are strange in effect, but not as utterly disruptive.
So what do I see in the tent?
The nearest tent to you, it's basically a tent city. You're in a massive camp for an army. The nearest one has like 2 soldiers that are sitting there playing dice and eating like the equivalent of hardtack.
Oh, I
The
thought
one
you
that
said
you
there
were
was like
intending is
yeah.
the very large tent that's in the center of the camp. But you can easily enough head over there. It's very obvious which one you're supposed to be heading to.
I'm heading that way.
Yeah, after go ahead. Kat.
You approach and inside this tent is what looks like to be like a small equivalent of like a living room. It's not much. It's a small campfire and a handful of like stools and tables with different maps and things on them.
A king's tent that actually has a rug laid out and stuff.
Yeah, but it's not that elaborate. Like it's very clearly well made, but it's not ostentatious. There's no like fancy pillows or rugs or anything. But you can tell like the tent is probably elf made, which means that it's probably extremely old because those are very, very durable. And sitting inside, crowded around this small fire, the fire has a pot of boiling soup on, and sitting on small stools around are individuals that some of you have met, but most of you have only heard of and or seen. The first that you see is Galen the True, the human archpriest of the High God, a sturdy, broad-shouldered man with graying black hair that he wears in a ponytail. He's currently like spicing the stew on the fire. Next to him is Dane the Horomancer, time mage in his 30s with light brown goatee, wearing like wizard robes. He's currently leaning in close to the woman beside him, pointing out things in the bit of parchment that he's reading. And last is recognizable to all of you instantly is Princess Eredov, the high elf anointed by Galen. She is in command of every soldier and army fighting against the forces of the Eye. She has long blonde hair that's sort of held back in an elaborate braid and beautifully crafted elven breastplate. And she's sort of like leaning over and looking at what the Horomancer is showing her on the pages that he has. As soon as you guys appear in the tent, Galen, the man, he's very clearly like a cleric. He's like wearing cleric vestments. Sort of stands up and, "Hi, I suppose you were the crew that was sent for." "Oh, Jacinth?" And just sort of like spots you in the crowd and waves.
Yeah, as she's walking up there, she pulls out her after she kind of, I'm assuming the people who she heard probably are like thank yous and such. So she's kind of just like nodding. And as she breaks away from them, she pulls out a very well-worn book and just kind of starts writing in it, just writing some stuff down. And as she sees, she just gives a stoic nod and stows the book back into her bag. And then kind of just continues walking into the tent.
As you guys approach, Galen just shakes all of your hands, and that like very sturdy like arm grip shake, and we're
Scotty gets to do the arm flex
Yeah,
handshake.
I let him shake. I let him shake my pinky.
So,
Yeah.
Shieldbiter will actually get into the tent without them seeing and completely bypasses the handshake.
Okay.
I'm also, with the other hand, already grabbed a bowl, and even if the soup is not done, the bowl is going in the cauldron getting some soup. And then I sniff it.
It is delicious smelling. Galen sort of invites you in. He says, highest be praised, I'm glad to see you all. We're in desperate need, especially of vaccinites right now. Eredov stands and puts a hand on his shoulder, and she says, we're in desperate need of all of your help, not just the vaccinites, although what you did for those men was very generous and merciful. Thank you for that, Jacinth. It will... I only wish we could do the same for all of them, but we just don't have the resources, unfortunately.
It's funny. It's almost on cue as we kind of enter, and I'm assuming kind of the thing closes, like the door kind of closes, I'm assuming. Jacinth pulls out a handkerchief and starts coughing blood into it.
Perfect.
Almost on cue of them saying this.
Would you allow me to have brought a keg of ale?
Sure.
Okay, I had a keg of ale with me the whole time apparently, and I just put it down.
That is throwing a kegger.
One person kegger.
Maybe like a keg of wine or something. I don't know. That seems to make more sense in this era. And say, we might as well drink well before a great battle. Been saving this one, especially.
That does sound smart. We are in for...
And it's probably just generic wine that he just picked up on the way.
Yeah.
Wine brand wine.
Yeah.
It's wino brand wine, sorry.
She sort of gestures, and there's like a handful of chairs off to the side that are pushed into a crowd. She says, have a seat. I've called you all because an end to the war might be in sight. Our good friend, the Jackal, has finally uncovered a powerful artifact that he says will defeat the walking corruption with no chance of failure this time. Dane, if you would, and the sort of mage-looking guy stows his papers in his pocket and picks up the soup and starts like putting it on the table and getting bowls and everything and sorting it out. And she snaps, and the fire that had been sort of like low, just keeping the soup at a decent temperature, just roars up into a larger flame. But it doesn't really give off much heat. And in the fire, you can see images. Soldiers, yours, the armies of the eye.
Demona?
Nope.
Who's that?
If some of you might actually see yourselves in these fights from prior battles and whatnot.
Iconocles is just wrestling, pinning down a laser dragon on their own. Totally.
I told you I'm an ally.
I didn't think we were showing bedroom stuff here, you two. Come on.
I mean, I'm Greek. It's a long travel.
That's accepted.
I don't know these customs. Get the fuck off me.
I was trying to teach you.
They're not the same.
Fine.
And among the armies of the eye, standing above them all, like literally flying, you see a seemingly human man wearing just a simple chiton and sandals, no armor. The only weapon they seem to be holding is a staff, a simple like shepherd's crook. And the armies of Radix appear to be gaining more and more momentum as more and more of these warped, corrupted soldiers fall. And when finally it looks as if the battle is over and every corrupted soldier has fallen, the sort of fiery image of this man within the fire that you're watching just raises the staff, and there is chaos below as you see every single fallen soldier from both sides stands again to renew the fight. And she says, that flying figure is Ka the Walking Corruption. He is why this fight has lasted as long as it has. And he's also the reason that we've called you today.
So you wish for us to slay him?
I don't expect that you will. No offense. I know you're all very powerful. Ka was the first thing out of the eye. When they say walking corruption, they literally mean the ground twists behind his footsteps. Even being close enough to him will kill you if you stay too close to him too long. We fought him at a distance many times, and we got close once, and it nearly killed all of us. And the only reason that we're here today is a timely teleport. But anyway, we have a friend who's found a artifact that should be able to kill him without fail. But we just have to wait until he gets here. He's found it. He sent word that he's got it, but he has to get here first. Ka and his armies are currently marching on one of the last strongholds that is north of here. And we need you guys to just slow him down. Just distract him and try and stop him and his armies from getting to the city and buy Jackal a little bit of time.
Okay.
You don't necessarily need to slay him. You don't need to get yourselves killed. Just annoy him enough to make him stay where he is.
Oh, we're good at that.
Well, what better way to go than by slaying the walking corruption? As I put the butt of my spear on the floor.
Serendipity just like plays a little bit with the fingers, and you can see like flames, basically where like a little bit of flame sprouts from her hand, and then like the fire seems to almost like wander down her arm until she stops. And now there's like where she was like previously blue, there's now like a red flaming pattern on her arm.
Nice.
We should be able to do that. I have some tricks up my sleeve.
Galen's, or not Galen, Dane sort of steps up the wizardy type. He says, I've been watching them from afar. I've been scrying. So I have a good idea of where they are. I should be able to teleport you very, very close. I hope you don't mind. I won't be able to really stay. I've got to make sure that I can get the Jackal back to you and out of where he is.
Of course.
Astrean will pipe up from way off to the side with the wine and soup and say, why can't you just teleport the artifact here?
Because the bowels of whatever strange dungeon he's found it in, he says, it's a dimensional
Got it, magic
prison. Yeah. I can't teleport him out. I have to wait for him to walk out the long way. And then I'll be waiting for him, and then I'll teleport him right on top of Ka's stupid ass, hopefully. But until then, we just need to slow him down.
For how long?
Hopefully not very long. Hopefully just a few moments. Minutes, maybe.
This is a dirt floor, right?
Yeah.
I've, at this point, while everyone's going into details and stuff I don't care about, I flip my spear around and I'm starting to draw the guy, the Ka, as well as I can remember from the flames.
Okay.
Korinn corrects him on any of the details that he's missing.
2 on intelligence. If
I have a lot of corrections to make.
Do you want to go more
it's
finesse?
It's a stick figure man.
I was going to make the joke of it looks like a tree.
You see another stick figure next to it, and that stick figure looks like it has 3 heads, but then you realize it's supposed to be Icocles, and they're supposed to be his biceps.
Just leaving that one alone.
They're like, we've had this plan for quite a while, and we had timed it so that hopefully all of these things would come together at the same time, with a little bit of twisting of our resident time mage here. Is there anything that you need before?
Time mage.
When
Do you have eyes that seek into what will be?
Limited. The future right now is, there are thousands of different outcomes. Everything hinges on this.
How many outcomes do we succeed?
I can fix that. I touch. How do you pronounce your name? Icocles.
Connolly's.
Icocles. Icocles, sir. Sure.
That's only for the ladies. Sometimes the guys.
Sometimes I'm just called the spear.
Right.
Do you find it risible?
Iconically, the Russian love hammer.
Do you find it risible when I say the name Biggest Dickus?
Thank you all.
Anyways, I'm just gonna say Scotty from now on because I can't pronounce that name.
Iconolese.
Okay, that'll work. Iconolese. I tap his head and give him foresight for the next 8 hours.
Oh shit!
Where did these spectacles come from? I have 4 eyes now.
Scotty, I was waiting for you to start talking in your Nigel voice.
Oh God. For the next 8 hours, you've got a limited future sight. For the duration, target can't be surprised and has advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
And that was a nice catch, Cat. Jacinth will look and say, "When do we need to go?"
As soon as possible. I can teleport you right between, hopefully directly in front of his army.
Well, I have finished this delicious feast as I smack the bowl into the ground. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm going to do a strength check, and this is me holding back. Because if I don't do a strength check, this bowl will shatter.
Remember, you have advantage on the ability check.
Oh, no. Oh, so I'm going to go with the lower number because I'm trying not to break it.
Okay.
Yeah, good thing, because that was a nat 20 on the second roll. So I only do 17 as like a strength. Does that break the wooden bowl?
Yeah, you spike it, and it just goes bouncing and rolling and just sort of slides under the tent flap, and Galen's just like...
Korinn had to duck the bowl.
We'll get that later. I'm glad you liked it.
It was great. I am ready for battle.
Galen sort of looks over at Jacinth. Do you need to top up before you head out?
That would be appreciated.
He's gonna go ahead and cast heal on you, and I think that should get you. No,
I'll heal you a little bit.
That'll give me a bit of health.
No way to do 140.
Oh, that's if you cast heal twice.
I don't think he has that many spell slots to spare.
No.
He'll heal you 80. He'll
All
spend his 7th level for that. He's like, I know it's not everything, but hopefully it'll help you a little bit.
It's more than I'll need.
Yeah. You guys ready to do this, to try and stop this guy finally?
Thaumiel kind of looks up from the map that they were studying and is like, just so I'm sure, we're the diversionary raid.
Basically, the Horromancer Dane speaks up and he's like, I'll be, hopefully, the Jackal and I will be flying, and I can teleport us directly right on top of him, and hopefully the Jackal will land dagger first and end this.
Hopefully.
The artifact's a dagger?
Yeah, it's a blade, he says. He claims it can kill anything.
Well, let's hope it can.
I mean, so can a duck
Hopefully.
if it has enough time and.
Well,
Who
it's a
shall
little bit more than that, but yes.
who shall hold on to this mighty blade?
Well,
Jackal?
hopefully he's going to be bringing it in, and
Right, I knew that.
if the worst does happen and Jackal fails, and one of you should take up the blade, the Horomancer just sort of like Galen and Aridov are sort of off in the corner talking. He says, if Jackal should fail, know that whoever picks up the blade, I don't know what it does, but I know that there is repercussions to using it, and they're not pleasant.
Jacinth to say, if need comes, I can take it up.
If need comes, I can take it up. You're one of few that can heal people with corruption.
I also-
Has a point.
She just kind of looks and says, that is true, but there are others that can still take my place.
I have a line of succession. I'm replaceable. You're not.
You say that as if Jacinth also does not have doesn't have a line of succession either. It's just we're just having we're having sacrifice Olympics here.
Yeah.
Serendipity just shrugs and says, there are sometimes repercussions to casting my spells.
Isn't that an always case?
From what I recall, yours are typically more in the realm of a colorful bits of paper appear and occasionally you turn invisible or something. It's less of something that will slay you instantly. Which is what I fear that Jackal has found. I don't know for sure, but I just know that it will certainly help if you can take Colin down a notch or two before we get back.
I'm already doing stretches.
Of course, we'll do our best.
All right.
The more
Are you ready?
the high god smiles on us.
I grab another bowl, get like a half scoop. I'm ready. I belch. 17. I don't know.
It's a pretty impressive belch.
Also, I think we forgot one of our most important roles to do. We did roll athletics.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Somebody explain it to the audience just in case.
I think everyone should know. Anyone watching should know what athletics.
Our
roles
variant
are.
rule for Retroverse is whenever we introduce a new character, a player character specifically, they roll an athletics check. And we call it an athletics check because it's to check how awesome your ass is. You only get one roll, and it lasts for the entire campaign.
I just realized why Scotty thinks it's so unfair, and then I remembered that Kevin suggested that we change it slightly so that it is more of a curve, as you would say, if it's 3d6 straight down.
Maybe an athletics charisma check?
Well, the thing is if you've got more of a standard array with a 3d6. But whichever. We can do the way we've always done it.
I don't know. I think the athletics one just works better. Because then, you know,
it has a better
it makes sense. If you work out, you have a great ass, right?
Just the lunges.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, buns and thighs.
So what did we'll say, what did Jacinth get?
30.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Tons of steel encased in steel. Anybody else want to say what they got?
What are we doing athletics checks for having a nice ass?
Yes,
Mhm. That is what
we're doing. Let's see, what's my
It's
bonus?
important.
It's the most important role in any Retroverse game.
30.
You're right.
32. I almost crit.
I was one off of critting.
Oh, we rolled the same. Nice.
19 for Korinn, but they kind of hide it behind the cloak.
What makes this funny is if you're proficient with athletics, it means you're proficient in booty, and your booty gets better over time.
Yes.
It's true. Booty
Does
don't
that
quit.
mean the people who roll high on athletics also have the disadvantage on all stealth checks?
Yes,
Because
because
I
they're
don't
dummy
have to
thick.
worry. I don't have to worry about that because my armor does the clapping too. I love that. I almost made Cat spit her salad out.
I should be named Clapules.
Never saw a spit take with ranch dressing before.
That's a lie. You definitely have.
I've definitely almost done it before. Ew.
What about you,
Unless
Quickstep?
anybody else would like to share their results.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
mean we
wearing
didn't have
heavy
to
robe.
share?
You can't tell.
Okay, you don't have to.
It was.
Wait, what did you say?
I rolled an 8.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, if you rolled a 1, you get to re-roll that because you're a lucky
Oh yeah,
halfling.
I can re-roll that a bunch of times, but
You can
You
re-
re-roll it once, and you got to keep the second one.
yeah.
So if you roll a second one, you're fucked.
Cat's very aware of this rule.
Sorry, it's just there's no one else I know that can roll 2 nat ones in a row like you.
Multiple times. Multiple times.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let me. Oh man,
So-
it's hard to fit through this tent doorway. Oh, there we go. All right.
Every time he
Get your butt out of my face.
anytime he walks backwards, you just hear a beeping.
Mm-hmm. So, anything you guys would like to do before you teleport into the armies of the eye?
Well, I had my seconds, so I'm good.
Are we already in the teleportation circle?
It's not a teleportation circle. He was doing the higher level one.
Mm-hmm. Jacinth will walk up to what was their name? The person who summoned her here.
The person who summoned you was the archpriest Galen.
And hand them her book and say, in case I don't make it back, notes from everything I've done.
Thank you.
Or
That
Korinn
means a
goes
lot.
invisible. Sorry.
Okay,
You know that does not mask
we'll
your
keep
scent.
it safe.
So we have no exit plan, right? We're just gonna fight until that dagger shows up and we win or we die.
We fight or we die.
I mean,
As is every fight.
Teleport.
Aradov sort of. We can't ask that, and it's the smart thing to do would be to retreat if you don't think you can succeed. I believe a couple of you, I was told, maybe have a way out, similar to what Dan can do.
Stabbing with my spear.
I was thinking teleport, but
Wait, do I have that?
I don't know. Do you?
That's what I'm asking.
I thought one of you did.
Hera does.
Got
I
a-
think.
Hera,
Fun.
I
Okay, cool.
Why did I talk of myself?
Hera do.
Hera do.
Hera
Ah,
has that.
I see. You also speak same language.
You also speak the good common.
The good comment.
Hera
What
do
it's
magic
worth.
good.
For what it's worth, the concept of a common language is still pretty fucking new.
I love you, Hera. Let's go.
Everyone, good luck. Galen does the equivalent of like a small blessing on you guys before you go.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you.
That's in the other era.
Oh, right. Damn it.
Remember, we're the retroist of the verse.
We're the retroversist.
I don't have a song for that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I was trying to think of an old ballad, and I can't think of one. Like a medieval folk ballad.
I thought toss a coin to your Witcher, but I didn't want to be cheesy.
so he gathers you all close and flails around trying to grab where he last saw Korinn, considering I believe you all have to touch for teleport.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Touch hands.
And casts it. And when you arrive, you sort of look around. You're in a relatively similar, like, Badlands area. God damn it, Sage. See, far in the distance, what looks like a walled city. It's not an exceptionally large one. But you also see in the distance a large crowd. At first, it almost looked like a dust storm, but then you realize that's the army. She's damn little off target, unfortunately. That's who we're there for. I might try to be able to get you a little closer, or
Maybe some distance might be good, though. We can formulate a plan that way.
Wisdom. Yes, that sounds good. I rolled a
Holy
nat
shit.
20 on my wisdom.
Just
You
think,
lucky,
Nice.
lucky
Waiting
bastards.
for a plan.
for a moment looks legitimately shocked when Icocles agrees
Yeah,
with her.
Iconically
Korinn
sits,
breaks out of invisibility. for that.
Iconically sits down and does the thinker, and then it's like, yes, yeah.
Very well. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hopefully next time I see you, things will be better.
Let's hope.
Unless time is cyclical.
Next time you
and-
will see me, I'll have the cause head.
I certainly hope so, Iconocles.
I picture just this being like the kid, like, yes, I'm sure.
Korinn
And
just pats him on
he
the head.
Flash
teleports
forward
away.
to Iconocles like fighting him and just like not finding a head because it doesn't have one because of corruption. It's like, where's your head?
Oh, I was thinking it would just be like the literal same like Buzz Lightyear like haha thing, but it just like zooms out and it's his head being held by the car.
I get that one.
You guys sort of looking, you can now see the sort of dust cloud that's kicked up is from this mass of armies, and you know that most of their soldiers were a mix of beings that were once humanoids, that were once natives of your world and have since been twisted beyond recognition, and others are beings that are completely native to the eye, things that look like you took like if a being came through the eye and took a sample of the first 5 creatures they saw and combined a horse, a man, a goat, and a spider all into one. They are all manner of things that don't make sense. You see at first what you had thought had been a mountain in the distance, but Thaumiel, you had looked at the maps and there are no mountains nearby. And you realize that is a creature. An exceptionally large creature that looks like it has this massive thick hide to it. And every step you realize now you can see the little pebbles on the ground shake with it, with every step that it takes.
Sight beyond sight. Give me visions of Ka. I'm joking. Perception check.
Go for it. You
Yes.
have advantage.
Jacinth will also
I do have advantage.
perception.
Me too.
25.
22.
Nice.
13.
I should be rolling something.
Roll a
Icocles,
2
what
and a
do
3
your
so far.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Wow. Okay, never mind.
So you can easily enough see that this army is heading towards the city. By your estimate, because they're moving at the pace of like the slowest, so they're moving at the pace of an army. It's a pretty slow crawl. You think it would probably take them about an hour to get to the city. You guys are maybe about 600 feet away or so, but there is you see now between there and here, it looks like this area has been the site of battles before. There are broken battlements all over the place. There are these big just rock formations that are sort of jagged, that are completely natural. So there are plenty of places to sort of get a little bit of cover and hide from the the creatures, you see now that massive mountainous being it's lumbering past. It is not stepping on the army around it, but it seems like that's only because the army is moving away from it and around it. Those of you that got relatively high, though, also notice that there are two figures flying in the air. One is unmistakably a dragon, which is strange because the dragons typically fight on your side, which means that's a corrupted dragon. And the other figure, you're guessing is the person that you saw on the fire. Looks to be human-sized shape figure. Not even like flying arms out, just stick completely solid, not moving, just flying forward atop maybe about 20 feet above the army.
I think we found them.
What do you want to do?
Have at the car! Ah!
I love that you blew out your mic there and then it went down.
It was so great because it like simulated the sound fading as you run into the distance.
Popcorn.
So
Korn
Corn for the maze god! Ah!
Korinn is now invisible and flying behind the charger.
The idiot.
Do you have
Trying to be nice.
I believe both of those are concentration spells.
Yep.
For mine?
Which two spells?
Sorcerer or Warlock spells are still it's still just like casting the spell.
Okay, but my cloak is what gives me the flight, so the invisibility should be at
Never
will.
mind then.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Right.
I forgot I gave you the cloak. You're cool.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, if we're going, I'm going to go too. I'm running.
Yeah. So Thaumiel just kind of looks over and goes, well, if we're going, and they pull out this little statue that they have and break it in their hand.
Were there any targets within 80 feet? Okay, just making sure.
I'm
Initiatives?
picturing that scene from
from
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I'm Lancelot. Yeah, I'm Lancelot.
And then just camera pans out, and it's like, well, he'll get there eventually.
Ah! Like pans out. Ah!
I mean, at least he's enthusiastic about it.
Yes.
Jacinth looks legitimately frustrated a bit. There.
Serendipity just rolls her eyes, and if you like don't directly look at her, you could swear somehow the eyes like on her head plate also roll. You're not quite sure.
Okay, it is large. Cool. Sorry, I have to keep looking very closely because I'm blind.
Sorry.
What?
I realized after the fact that the photo I sent was fucking tiny because I took it on my phone.
Yeah. Jacinth will break out her weapons and run after Icocles much slower because I have 5 foot less movement per turn.
Yeah, I'm just dashing.
I'm
just dashing till I get to something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward. You guys will get there eventually, just because it's gonna take you a million years to get there. I will say that you guys can use cover to try and avoid detection if you would like.
I have all the cover I need.
I don't think I have to worry about that.
I figure we're not gonna be able to use cover as Icocles yells his way into there.
I'm pretty much trying to get Kaz's attention more than anyone else.
I was gonna say that's why Thaumiel broke that statue, and Jacinth. If you want to ride, you can ride on my fucking mount.
All right then.
Because
I would say you should take him to dinner first, but we already have.
I don't think anyone knows what your mount is.
Nope.
Okay.
Jacinth
Can we see it?
Can we see your mount?
What is it?
So when they broke that statue, I don't know how big they are. It says large, so big. This big ass purple wolf with like smoke coming out of its mouth and these crazy like beam wings on its back appears.
Power wolf,
And
nice.
Power wolf, and yeah, Thaumiel just climbs on top of it.
Jacinth will climb up as well.
Thaumiel just kind of looks back at you and goes, "I call her Christine, in case you're wondering."
I don't know if any of you watch Primal, but in that show, the caveman guy with the spear, he runs like really low, and I like to think I do the same.
Yep. What can I help you with?
I can hear the
I can hear
purring.
it purring.
Oh.
Hear my battle cry.
It's perfect because you also summon.
Perfect.
Okay, no, it's a wolf, not a cat. God damn it.
Is-
It's the wolf's engine.
What do you call
Okay,
Pop-Tarts? Not by their
Toaster
brand name.
strudels.
Strudels.
Toaster strudels.
Is there a cat strudel large enough to ride? Like an old meme, neon cat. Yeah.
So everybody roll initiative, please.
8.
You have advantage. Remember, you got advantage on fucking everything unless you have disadvantage.
8.
I completely forgot that I have advantage on perception as well. Because I have my
You do?
shield.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Okay, so when does Thaumiel go?
I got a 22.
Okay.
Where's my initiative?
Jacinth?
I have a 19.
Oh.
I think that's the fastest the Fragger has ever gone.
Oh,
I can only roll one higher. So
When does Astrean go?
11.
So maybe
I'll
it's
roll
just
high
Vex.
I am, you should know this by now. I am very lucky in certain things and very unlucky in other things.
When does Korinn go?
I need to know what my initiative is because I don't see it on the sheet.
It's just whatever your dex is. It should be at the very top.
Oh,
okay, then 21.
Okay.
Fun fact, I already have advantage on initiative. Still an 8
Double
though.
initiative.
And Serendipity.
12.
It's twice as high as I can count.
When did you learn to count 2 numbers higher?
When I realized I had thumbs.
Nobody tell him about his toes.
I've tried before.
Scotty, I love the idea. This is just Nigel, like Jock Nigel, cranked up to like 13.
What's up, nerds?
I love your Jock Nigel. I hope you know that. He is amazing.
Wait, Nigel's a jock now?
Alternate universe, weird stuff.
Hunter,
okay.
Hunter Point happened.
Yeah.
I didn't know it
Okay.
changed you guys that much. Shit.
Sophie didn't die, so
I knew that.
Also,
that's
as
a big change.
as a note, I used my Tides of Chaos feature
Oh my god.
to get advantage
Nice.
on this.
Ugh. Sorry, I don't have enough initiative trackers for everybody, apparently. Because, like, there's a lot. of
Don't worry.
peoples.
You don't need to worry about mine. We'll just know it's last.
Cool. What does I will say, like I said, we're kind of keeping it fluid for how you guys get there. I believe the fastest would probably be Thaumiel and or Astrean, because I don't know what the power wolf speed is, but I'm going to assume it's really fast.
I'm assuming it's probably
50.
50, like a horse.
30.
Oh.
Really?
Huh.
According to the book.
Yeah. All right.
Weird.
Slow wolf. So
I mean, it is a big ass wolf.
I mean,
chances are then Icocles and Astrean are there first. So I will say that we'll start how close do you want to be when you start acting? When you do something other than just get closer?
Within 30 feet.
Okay. What about Thaumiel? Because you're first on the initiative, other than Ka, but he hasn't really noticed you guys or cared two shits about you yet.
He'll know soon.
He literally has not even looked at you. You guys have been running, or at least one of you has been running screaming for several rounds now, and hasn't budged.
So,
A 22 on the con save to keep screaming that long.
You're fine.
Okay.
I will say, actually, I think Serendipity might open this fight, more or less.
His range.
I mean,
Because I have a
range.
spell with a 1 mile range.
Oh, and wait, spell sniper, Hera?
No,
Oh,
it's
that would
just
be-
1 mile. I just looked it up. Meteor Swarm.
Cat's like, fuck, I didn't think about this.
And
it's great.
Serendipity might just she sees a big ass dragon that is corrupted. She sees their primary target. There's probably a bunch of soldiers around there too. So
you
like
do a bunch of
the honor guard or whatever.
So you do a bunch of ninjutsu hand movements, and a meteor falls, and then another meteor falls on top of that meteor. That's the thing
I
that
don't
happens.
get that reference, but
Not the thing that happens in Naruto, because they forgot what ninjas are.
no,
They
we're
remembered
gonna
what
make
ninja
this a little bit differently. Because yeah, let's fucking open up with a 9th level spell that is 1 mile
No
range.
better way. Do it.
Yes, and I'm taking this die here, this nice one, because it has the perfect color for Wild Magic Search. If
That
I
is
get
true.
it.
They turn into flowers.
Did you
It's that
seriously?
one.
Are you serious? The fucking first spell.
Yes.
Wait, if you're close, I can make you re-roll that.
No, just let it happen. Just let this happen, because it could actually make it even better.
I also
What?
get 2 rolls on the Wild Magic Search table, and I can choose either of them. Also, I will need.
Okay.
I will need probably. No, that's a D8. Need 2 D100s.
Huh? I just hear like meteor swarm. Why are there flower petals? It's just flower petals.
Okay. So I have to ask, who would you consider the target of this spell? The dragon or Ka?
Ka.
Okay, so the first roll, you and Ka would exchange voices until Remove Curse is cast. Or Fireball, centered on target.
Well,
Yeah, let's go with that.
I wonder which one she's going to choose. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
So that's what happens instead of the spell, or in addition to the spell.
In addition to,
Okay, cool.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, it's in addition to.
Tumi's wild magic is so much cooler.
It's absolutely.
I don't
insane.
know. It sounds hotter to me with fireball.
Honestly, like the 5e also isn't too bad. I actually quite like
Yeah.
5e. The bigger issue is that they don't get enough spells, and that it's like doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Like some of the cool things from 2e are missing. But yeah, so basically, Serendipity just points to the sky, and just a massive portal seems to open up, and usually, like in a normal setting, I would say it straight up opens like a portal to the elemental plane of fire. I'm not sure if this is a thing in Retroverse, but it opens a portal to an equivalent of that.
Yeah, the elemental planes still exist. They're in
Okay,
the equivalent of like the grid, except it's not really called that right yet. But yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I need them, the dragon, and the. Wait, actually, let me check something.
Cool.
So
Cool.
technically, Meteor Swarm has so the target of the spell is not one person, but it's 4 different points.
Oh my god, this is true Nova.
So one on Ka, one on the dragon, and the rest on the army.
Yeah, you can only take damage once from this spell too. So basically, it's Like 1 on the dragon, 1 on Ka, and the other 2 on the army.
Yeah, I think by the
And-
wording of the wild magic, if it says it is an target, something happens to the target. If the target of the spell is an AoE, it's an AoE target. Yeah. So cool. Extra fireballs. Sweet. Okay.
And
so
it just opens up and basically fire rains down.
So Callie was asking, why are we so much cooler? I think we just answered that question.
Yeah, let me just get while you roll the saving throws. Oh wait, let me should I?
You should.
I just realized I have it's not really worth it to use heightened spell on that though. It's just a damage spell.
Oh, come on. Why not?
Oh fuck it. Let's use heightened spell.
So say you're opening with style, you might as well throw all
Yeah,
the stops.
I might as well. Yes,
Harry,
exactly.
this is the thing that let's be honest, this is the thing sorcerers do best at. First turn novas.
So they have disadvantage on the saving throws. I'm cruel using this against Cat too, but and they are dexterity saving throws, I believe. Yes. Dexterity saving throws. The target is 21.
Okay. So
let me find the dice rolling app because these are a lot of d20s, d6s.
How many d6s total?
40? No,
40,
is it 20?
40 plus the fireballs.
Yeah.
Is the fireballs cast at the same level, or what level?
No, it's just the base.
Normal third level fireball.
So 3 more d6s, right? Or
8 d6.
8.
Oh, 8. I forget how many.
Each fireball.
Third level, 8
That's
d6.
right. I always forget this.
That army is going to get significantly smaller.
Each
So there's
fireball.
48 d6 each.
Each spot with the meteor swarm hit, or whatever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, the dragon failed his save and is going to use a legendary save.
Does he have to save
Because
for both of them too?
I rolled an 8. Oh, fuck nuggets.
He has to roll for everything. Has to roll twice for the fireball and the meteor.
Would the fireball be?
He's going to eat the fireball. He'll use his legendary resistance on the meteor swarm.
That's probably a good idea.
It just insta-gives everything.
I mean, 9th level spells, yo. Like
9th
they're
level
wild.
spells, yeah.
So
You pull a demon prince from Dark Souls 3. Nice.
Ka got a 23 on the save versus meteor swarm.
Nice. So he saves. God damn it.
And is
But
going.
he'll still take a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, no, he's not going to waste.
Half a shit ton of the damage.
He
I'm
is also
only
gonna
only
eat the
rolling
the
each
fireball.
like I'm rolling the fireballs also only once, just to make it sane for
Yeah, no.
everyone. Okay.
Especially, I'll just tell you, the minions in this war, the like regular human-sized ones, other than Ka, they're going to be barbecue.
Yeah. Okay. So
None of the with disadvantage, none of them rolled above a 5.
okay, so it is 82 bludgeoning damage and 66 fire damage from meteor swarm. So 148 total. I don't know if they have any relevant resistances to either. And 24 fire damage from the fireball.
Okay. Nice.
I mean 9th level spell, so it has to do something, right?
I mean, it certainly got their attention.
So I'm picturing it's just meteor swarm is normal, but when the meteors land, they explode into fireballs.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, no, that's pretty badass. So the dragon just took 72 points of damage from the first spell.
Is he low enough I can jump up to him? No, I'm kidding.
No.
I wish, but I'm definitely not.
Can you throw yourself at him?
I'm not Hulk, unfortunately. I'm getting there, but I'm not Hulk yet.
You probably have what, 24 strength?
I have higher than that.
Oh. that special belt you were talking about.
I like to think
26 then, or 30? Frost Giant, or...
Okay. So you guys watch as these meteors just fall from the sky, and the sort of like dust cloud that had been kicked up by the army is now just filled with smoke. And when the smoke clears, there is a roaring, angry dragon still in the air, pretty bloodied, pretty pissed off. Huge chunks of the army are just completely gone. Like they were vaporized because you dropped a fucking meteor on a crowd of fucking basically the equivalent of humans, level 1 soldiers. You can see Serendipity, you were paying attention. Your connection with your chaos magic, you knew what was going to happen, and you saw the huge rock hit, and it looked like he did take damage from that. But when the actual meteor hit the ground and of course squished a bunch of the soldiers under him, his like the simple shirt that chiton that he's wearing, completely unfazed. He just sort of like brushes some of the soot off.
God, it's that Obi-Wan moment from The Last Jedi. More!
He does not look that phased by the fire.
The fire and the flames, he carries on.
Yeah. So that was Serendipity's opening volley. Who would like to follow that up?
me, because I'm up next.
I would actually like to take my turn before Icocles.
Okay. So like I said, I'm keeping the stuff here for like range. Once you get closer to once you get within 80 feet or so, we're gonna have to go back into initiative order.
Okay.
Okay. Would you allow me to do one thing for your character, Scotty?
Oh, you already did. You gave me a 9th level spell boost.
Not just that. Yes or no? Will you allow me to help you?
Are you able to communicate this to Icocles?
Yes.
Oh,
I can use telepathy.
I forgot something, by the way.
Yes, voice in my head. I will accept the assistance.
I now have the headcanon that Korinn acts as Ico's conscious.
My brain went to Iconicles thinks he's a warlock because his voice keeps talking to him and giving him special powers.
Serendipity now looks basically like there's flaming patterns all over her. Like her entire body looks almost like it's on fire. It's actually glowing red.
Is your hair fire?
Are you going Super Saiyan?
Is your hair fire and you're wearing goggles?
She has no hair.
Ah, okay.
But and her two like the eyes on top of her, they look like the Eye of Sauron, exactly.
As soon as you started talking, I was like, she's gonna say Eye of Sauron.
So gonna use 3 of my charges of my nice little ring here, and I'm giving Ico haste.
Oh.
And while I'm invisible, I am holding on to his shoulder to be dragged with him going forward as I'm still invisible.
I hope you are good on your strength checks. Because I'm moving heckin' fast.
If that's allowed. Because I am flying and I'm holding on to him.
Yeah, for the ring, I think you might not be invisible anymore. Because I think invisibility is an actual spell. Does the ring say you cast the spell?
You can also spend charges to cast spell. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would lose concentration on invisibility.
That's fine, but as soon as I cast it on him, I can immediately turn back invisible because
no, because they're both concentration.
They're both concentration, unless it's greater invisibility, which I don't.
You do not need to worry about your cloaking magic. Stay behind my shield, and you shall be safe.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as you don't bite it, as your name implies.
Okay, that's fair. You've known this for a long time. That's not how I got the name, but
yeah, he just teases you for it anyway.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'll stick with it. Haste, and I'll hold on to him until we get closer to the battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is terrifying. A barbarian running at you at 160 feet around.
I could potentially make it even worse too.
Do it, please. I want to shield surf. Oh, I'm going to put the shield down and surf.
Unfortunately, don't have the spell prepared to buff you as much as that.
Oh. No jump.
Oh, I do have jump prepared, but not. I don't have it prepared though. That's the issue.
Oh.
Cat, could I switch something off for that?
I mean, you knew you were going into a big fight. What would Jacinth have prepared? I just did that because I knew that we were kind of running into this.
I think jump's
quickly.
touch, isn't it? Or is it self only? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's touch. I'm looking it up right now.
Yep, same.
Jump. It's a touch spell.
Yep.
All right. Let me just check what Revving Smite does. Yeah, I'll use jump on him to give him the shield surf.
Okay.
Let's just make this full on. Let's make this full crazy.
Okay.
I mean, like it wasn't
right.
when we just immediately joined the campaign, but okay.
So, I will say that at this point, you guys are within your 100 feet. Unless there's anything anybody else wants to do, I think Thaumiel is the only one who hasn't said anything.
I want to do something at 90 feet.
Okay. I'll get you in a sec. Alt, you got anything you want to do when you're 100 feet away? Or you want to wait until you're closer?
That's his thinking face.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta wait.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and start initiative. Ka looks down at you guys.
Ah!
Scotty, look up Pantheon Ultimate, and that's what I picture Iconicles doing.
Yes.
It's lovingly named the Man Drop, by the way, by players.
Yeah.
He just sort of turns to look at Serendipity. Nice. That stung a little bit. And he is going to point at you. Oh, God fucking nuggets. Thank God he's got a good attack.
God nuggets.
Demi
Yeah,
nuggets.
God nuggets. 23 to hit Serendipity with a ranged spell attack.
I have a question. Where would Serendipity have been, Hera? Would Serendipity have been riding on the back with Thaumiel and Jacinth?
Nope, she would have actually walked behind, striding elegantly.
Then I can't help you.
Quick question, Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Is this was a roll that Ka had to make for the attack? Yeah, I forced him to re-roll it.
Do you have to be within a certain range for that? Because he's 100 feet away.
Doesn't say.
Within
It says
line
it
of
uses
sight,
reaction.
probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait. No. I take that back. Nope, I can't. 30 feet. It does
Okay.
say. My bad. Shutting up.
I'll get you there. Don't worry.
We
Um,
already aren't there already.
Hold
I'm
on.
faster. I'm tired.
So are we done a 5 then?
Is that Disintegrate, Cat?
it's not disintegrate. I'm just lazy.
Finger death?
I'm making
All
a
right,
joke.
no, it hits. It hits.
Okay. Whoops, that's the wrong dice. So you take 25 acid damage as he points to you, and there is like this ripple of that same familiar swirling dark energy, and you are just doused in acid. It almost feels like the oxygen around you just coalesces into acid all around you, and you take 25 acid damage.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's his action. Thaumiel, you are 100 feet away. What do you want to do? You can get you're on the back of the beast, so although its speed is only 30, it can get you 60 closer because it's just going to use its action to get close.
You see, Shieldbiter also has a mount riding into battle.
So that would put me at.
Dude, I have told you
40
not to call
feet.
it that. People start
That
talking.
would, if you use all your movement, you would be at 40 feet away. All of the Power Wolf's movement.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. And then you can still use your action
Okay.
because
Cool.
the wolf is its own thing.
Cool. That's
How
nice.
intelligent is it?
Pretty-
It's
okay.
It's a wolf.
It's all right. It's a wolf. It's not smart. Okay. Yeah. Thaumiel will pull an arrow out of their quiver, and I'm going to try something. So give me.
Okay.
I got a.
Uh-huh.
And from under their helmet, you hear.
It worked at first, Alt, and then your mic decided it was
Cut out.
too loud. It didn't
Yeah.
cut it out completely. I could still hear it,
Yeah.
but we got the gist of what you're doing.
Okay.
I love
Don't
it.
roll in that one, or somebody's in a party is going to get hit.
I don't think that's how. I don't think that's how that works, is it?
Well, if
Do
I
you
get,
not remember the end of the the end of the movie?
well,
Oh,
if I get
that
hit
too.
by it, it's fine. I'll just pull it out and throw it myself.
No, just push it all the way back through you. That's the better way. No, it's the safer way to do it a lot of the time because a lot of the time the arrows were barbed.
Yeah. You go
It
straight
accidentally
through.
stabs Korinn.
So, what are you doing?
I'm using a spell called Magic Whistle. So I can now control this arrow, which is now a self-moving metal arrow, with my whistling.
Nice.
And I'm going to have it hit. Is that dragon still alive?
Yeah, and it's real pissed, and it's not looking great.
Yeah, I'll hit it with that. I'll hit the dragon then. So that sounds fun.
I don't know what this does, so I'm trusting you because my app is just like,
Yeah, I'm trying to.
fuck
it
you.
doesn't-
You don't need to know how to search. It's only a PDF. Why would you want to search by word?
For those that don't know,
that
this
sounds
is
like nerd shit.
this is a retroverse spell. So that's what's
It
taking
It
us a bit.
is. It's a really cool spell. Okay, so I rolled a. Where is my sheet? Where is my spell? I don't actually know what my. Oh, DC.
It should be
19
where
spell
the-
attack plus 11. Oh, okay. Well, Jesus. Okay, I rolled a 29 to hit then.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's 2d6 worth of damage. That did 10 points of damage. So yeah, Thaumiel can't talk, but yeah, you just keep hearing.
Yeah, the handful of you that speak Draconic hear it cursing angrily in Draconic. Yeah. Anything else you're doing? That's an action, so.
Yeah. Why did I just open Discord? That's not helpful.
Hey, Discord, what should I do next?
Yeah. Hey, Discord.
Also, it looks like the range is 60 feet
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, he got within 40 feet, and I'll say that the dragon was about 20 feet above Ka, so it's just within range.
I don't. Do I have an extra attack? I don't know.
Nope.
You don't
Oh.
get extra attack. You would have like a bonus action if anything.
Yeah, especially when you use a
well,
spell.
I
think
have.
most of your bonus.
Well, I have
actions are
I have
spells.
this thing in here called Hair Trigger, and that's a ranged extra attack.
It is when you take the attack
using a ranged
action.
weapon, yeah, ranged.
Yeah,
weapon.
because because you cast a spell, that's your action.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, then you know what? I'll just Hunter's Mark the dragon. I know how Hunter's Mark works. I was a ranger once.
X.
I was a ranger once before I took an arrow to the knee.
Mhm.
Look, I haven't played a hunter since 3.5. Okay.
I mean, that's where Hunter was one of the better class. Well, depending on what class you went with.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll just
Scout.
Hunter's Mark the
Okay.
dragon.
Okay. Korinn, you are up. What do you want to do?
There's a lot of things I want to do, but my first question has to be, as part of my Mystic Arcanum, the one spell a day thing each, it doesn't use a spell slot. Am I able
Correct.
to cast it and a spell?
No.
Okay. I
It's
didn't
so
think-
when you cast a spell. Ooh, I just realized I don't think Thaumiel could have cast Hunter's Mark. So when
You
you
can
when
cast you can cast it as long as it's not a cantrip as a bonus action. You can.
Oh no, actually I can't.
No, you can only if
You
because
can
Hunter's Mark
cast
isn't
only
an
one
action.
level spell.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Um,
it's not even so much that it is a bonus action, so like that's not the problem. The problem is A, it's concentration, and B, it has a vocal component, and I can't talk right now.
That's true. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
The
2
other main
spells
thing
that take
is-
spell slots. You can cast 2 spells on a turn, but one of them has to be a cantrip.
That's true. Yes.
It doesn't matter
So
if
that's
one's a bonus
even-
action, one's an action.
Yeah. So the
no,
answer
actually,
is
it does matter if you if you want to get real down to raw here.
unless you're the sorcerer who can cheat.
No, that's
Even
the
then,
thing.
because it still has to be a cantrip, right?
So if you cast a spell as a bonus action,
Hmm.
the spell you cast as an action can only be a cantrip.
Hmm.
So if I were to cast a cantrip as a bonus action, I can only cast a cantrip as an action. However, if I were also 2 levels in fighter and could action search, I could cast 2 level spells with action search. Unless I use a bonus action to cast a cantrip, because then I can cast only cantrips.
Either
Yes,
way,
that's
the
how it works,
answer
Rob.
is no, you can't cast Magic Whistle and Hunter's Mark at the same time, and no,
Yeah.
you can't use a Magic Arcanum and a regular level spell at the same time. Sorry.
Okay.
Uh,
No, you're fine.
Sage.
You're fine. You are absolutely fine. In that case, let me double check something. Okay, that is an action. Just double checking my spells.
No, I actually could have cast that from way back when because I have spell chamber.
mm.
Okay, and the cantrip has to be a bonus action to be able to cast it and another spell, right?
No, you can use either one. You can't use. You have to have an action and a bonus action. One of the spells that you cast on your turn has to be a cantrip. So you can cast a bonus action. The thing is, there are no cantrips that are a bonus action.
Okay, so then I can. Okay. In that case, then this plan does kind of work. And stop me if it doesn't, because I feel kind of stupid already. I'm gonna hit on both the dragon and Ka with Circle of Death for the start.
Okay, what's the range on that? I did
150
say
feet.
there were. Holy fuck!
It also
Okay.
hits in a 60-foot radius sphere from the point within range.
Yeah,
And
that would catch them both. Yeah.
Con saving throws, please.
Okay.
God.
And also probably any soldiers, if there are still any left, are probably also just now mincemeat.
Yeah. Oh god, fucking damn it.
Fun fact, I was going to try a frighten thing. Don't need to, though. Not after that.
Why
Not after
my
all that.
dice? It's a shame that I'm rolling my dice. Okay, so what is the DC?
DC is 18, please.
Okay, Dragon is going to use his other legendary save, and Ka passed.
So they didn't have to roll.
No, they did roll, and I just did the math, and it beat.
Okay. So with my reaction,
Mhm.
I want to make Ka re-roll.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, he is really good at con saves.
Ah,
Yeah. Even with the reroll, that is a 29.
okay. Well, they take, I guess, what, half of 34? Yeah, half of 34 necrotic damage for the first spell.
So 17.
Right. And then for the other one, Eldritch Blast. Two for the
Blast.
2 for the dragon,
Eldritch
2 for Ka.
Blast.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
And those are rolls, are they not?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. So 2 rolls for Ka. That is plus 10. So 24 on the first one.
That's a hit, yeah.
28 on the second one for Ka.
Hit, yeah.
So let's go ahead and roll his damage. It is 1d10. No, 2d10.
And you actually see that it looked like the necrotic damage did decent. He didn't shake it off like he did the fire.
Oh, goody.
How about the force?
That's another 14 damage for Ka.
The force also hurts, but the force hurts a lot of things.
And for the dragon, the first roll is a 26.
Yeah, it is. This poor dragon.
Oh shit! And a 28. So I'm guessing the second
Yeah.
one hit too.
He's just
Sorry.
taking a beating.
And another.
Unfortunately, he rolled garbage for initiative because he's a fucking dragon and his dex is plus
So-
0.
Ironically, it's another 14 damage
Oh, nice.
for the dragon. All
That
of it
makes my
necrotic.
life easier. Sweet.
And if I'm not mistaken,
For Eldritch Blast, it's force damage, but yeah.
it's my apologies. Yes, force damage. I was thinking one of my things does necrotic. and I'm
That's
thinking
your
that's-
sword.
Also,
When you hit with
area
your
of death.
packed weapon, it deals additional necrotic
Packed
damage
weapon,
equal
yep.
to your charisma.
That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yep. Okay. And I'm gonna stop my movement. I'm gonna
So you let go of my shoulder.
I let
Like
go
go
of his
will
shoulder
be. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. and say about 60 feet back.
Jacinth, what would you like to do? You're on the Power Wolf, so you're within 40 feet of Ka.
All right. Well, I definitely know one thing I can do. I throw my hammer at him.
Okay, do it.
And whoops, almost dropped that. I have to roll with disadvantage because it's 40 feet, not in closer range than that. Thank you. Am I right with that? Yes, 20 feet, 2060.
Did you roll 2 fucking 20s? Are you fucking serious right now?
Nice.
It's Retroverse. Roll again.
Breathe. Remember to breathe.
No,
That's a
don't breathe.
15.
Okay, so yeah, max and then roll again.
All right. So, also, I'm assuming he's not a giant.
He is not a
Nope.
giant, no.
Nobody ever managed to kill Ka.
Oh my
Our
god,
group
Ka's
hold my
dead.
beer.
So, base of
Hold
16.
my hammer. No, wait, I need that.
Base of 16 damage,
Okay.
just from the 1d8 plus 1d8. Wait, hold on 1 second. Let me check something quickly, too. Oh, that won't apply. It's a good thing that Defrag Strike can't apply on this, because that would just Nova him. I do the Kev thing. So that'll be...
Yeah, Defrag Strike has to be on melee attacks.
Plus 8. So that'll be 37 damage.
Holy shit, nice.
And...
I hope that fly is an 8, not a spell.
and then that's all I really can't do.
Okay.
Yeah. And then at the end of my turn, my hammer flies back to me.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. That's annoying.
Oh, you haven't seen annoying yet.
Just wait. I haven't gotten to do 4 grapple attacks in 1 turn, Cat.
All of a sudden, I got like a short full beard, and I'm like, but it's not over yet. Isolie's here with the power spear.
No.
Hmm.
I don't know. I
Also,
tried.
Scotty, all I
he
can
gonna
think
do?
of coming up next for Icocles is also the Bollywood thing where just they launch the people,
Mhm.
like the shield ball, pretty much. I just picture Icocles doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was annoying. He just sort of looks at the hammer as it sort of like goes back to you. And like you can see part of the shirt that he was wearing ripped, and he's just like, I liked that shirt. And he is going to use his first legendary action to
Huh?
move his movement up to you and smack you with his crook.
Are you within 5 feet of me? I doubt it.
I don't think so. I think
No, I mean, Jake.
No, I don't think
Giantbane.
so.
no,
You're like
she was
100
on
feet-
top of the wolf.
Okay.
Power Wolf.
Yeah. Well, good thing he has a really good hit. That's a 24.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Oh.
With the what is it called? Defensive expert.
Okay.
He misses.
Nice.
So I have
Okay.
a 25 AC with that up.
Yeah, he looks really pissed. Like you throw your shield up to block it, and there is a deafening reverberation from that. And he does not look happy. But that's his turn. That's your turn, I believe. Yeah.
What do you do? Like a backhand, a claw attack? What?
No, he has a like a shepherd's
He
crook that he
tries to crook slap me.
he tried to
Pull you off stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
he put some baby powder
Serendipity.
on it.
What would you like to do?
I have Sauron. What would you like to do?
Hera.
Oh, sorry. That's me. So how far is the dragon away from me roughly, and how far is
For ease of explaining things, they are both 100 feet away.
Okay, how far are they away from each other currently?
Like 20. Actually, they were 20 feet. Now they're about 40 feet away from each other. Because Khan moved up into your group, and the dragon is staying where he is because it's not his turn yet.
All right.
Little bitch.
He's got a 10 dex, guys. Like, come on. And he's
So
got
do
me
I.
rolling for him.
I have a 10 dex as well, guys.
Yeah, but you're rolling for you.
You're
This
not
poor
wrong.
asshole has me rolling.
Callie is complaining in the chat of saying I have the luckiest dice ever.
He
See,
does.
for the actual final boss, you should just give the boss sheet to Vex.
Hera can confirm
Oh,
I'm a very scary GM player because I roll really well.
So Ka is also now closer to me. So since he moved into our group and he's 40 feet away from the dragon, who is 100 feet away from me, he's within 60 feet, right?
Oh my god, math woman alert. Nerd.
Because then I will cast Eyebite.
Oh, okay.
And basically the black of the Sauron's eyes that she currently has grows even darker, and the effect now also spills over to the normal eyes, and there's also like this flaming ring around it. And I will try to use the sleep effect on Ka.
Okay.
So he has to make a wisdom saving throw unless he's immune to the unconscious condition.
Very few things are.
Hera,
Yes, I know.
I can hammer down him.
If he is
even-
like an elf. No, even elves would have, I think, advantage.
That is a
immune.
25 wisdom save.
Damn.
God damn it. All right. Yeah, that's it for my turn then.
All right.
I should have given it disadvantage. But oh well.
Astrean, what would you like to do?
Where exactly is the dragon?
It is about 40 feet in the air.
Vertical? Okay, I'm gonna get, is it like near above me then? Or do I have to, yeah.
I don't think you can jump quite that far.
No, I'm not planning to jump that far. I want to get somewhere near underneath it.
Yeah, you can get underneath it easily enough.
Okay.
He is, the dragon is about 60 feet away from where you are now.
Okay, I'll run 55 feet closer.
Okay.
And then I will pull out a pointy rock and touch it to the ground and summon an earth elemental under myself.
Forgot I gave you that.
Oh my god.
Okay. There is an earth elemental on the field. Nice.
Yeah, and I'm standing on top of it.
Do you have your hands crossed? You're just riding it like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a cape billowing out behind you.
Nice.
So it says
Didn't
that
have a
gets its
cape
own
before,
initiative.
but now you do.
let's see. It has. I rolled a 7 initiative for it.
Okay. If it makes life easier, I was just gonna say he can go on your turn because he obeys you.
Okay, well then I will have him try to throw me onto the dragon.
Fastball special.
You would be aware that that's not super likely to work.
What? Okay, why not?
Well, because you are an improvised weapon, so
Yeah,
your
but it's
range isn't going to be great. But hang on, he is.
It's not really an attack. He's just trying to throw me on top of it. The
He's not
elemental's
trying to
law-
throw. He's not trying to throw him through the dragon. He's trying to throw him onto the dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Earth Elemental needs to make an attack roll. Scotty, I don't know how this happened. He is doing the exact same strategy that happened with Thana and the dragon, and is attempting to use an Earth Elemental to cheerleader vault a monk onto a dragon's back.
I mean, you could have
This
asked me, but
exact thing
okay.
happened.
As the
Yeah,
ancient-
so have the Earth Elemental roll a just strength roll, and then based on strength attack roll, and based on what he gets will determine whether you're rolling to grab onto the dragon or whether you're rolling to not face plant.
16.
Okay. Go ahead and make a athletics check to try and jump the rest of the way.
Let me pull up my stats. 24.
Okay.
Vertical jump is your strength modifier, +3.
Yeah. What's
That's how
your
many feet. But because of the elemental's assistance, it'd be higher than that, of course.
Yeah, I will say that because you're a monk, you don't take any falling damage. You are shy about 15 feet or so, though. Just because it's 40 feet in the air. It's
a significant.
It's a bit of ways.
All right, I'll wait till it gets lower and try again.
Okay.
Is there anything on the ground? Is there any enemies on the ground?
There are definitely enemies all over the place on the ground. Most of them are dead. But there are a handful of survivors, most of which are heavily wounded. There is a big ass boulder that you can stand on. It's just not quite high enough really for you to get up to the dragon.
Okay.
The remnants of the meteor. Okay, so that was your action. Anything else?
No, I don't think I have any bonus actions I can use right now.
Okay. Finally, it's the dragon's turn. Yeah, fuck you all.
I haven't done anything to it yet.
It
Well,
lands.
I mean, I might have gave it a headache. I did scream a lot.
He is going to swoop around and...
You're lucky. It's lucky you didn't give me the sentinel feat.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised neither me nor you got the sentinel feat. I'm actually kind of a bit surprised by that.
I'm fine with it.
I know. Oh, I am too, because I love the.
Part of
the
it was
combo
just because
have.
I was trying to making them
Yeah.
kind of fast. Yeah, so he is going to attempt to hit. So he's going to arrange himself so that he can hit Serendipity and Korinn in a line. And that would probably also catch Icocles.
Ah, you can't do it either.
I can't, yeah. Icocles.
You originally said Icocles, so that's what we'll go with.
Because you had let go of him and then run forward. So I'm going to say all three of you
Are any of them?
make...
Are any of the other two within 5 feet? I doubt it.
I think Korinn would be, because Korinn is only let go. Icocles hasn't moved yet.
That's true. Technically, I have not moved yet.
Then yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All of you need to make dexterity saving throws, please.
And remember, Scotty, you get advantage on that one.
I think he already does anyways, because
Oh.
barbarians have a ridiculous amount of advantage stuff.
You said which saving throw?
Dex,
Dexterity.
Dex saving. Dexterity.
23.
Dirty 20, unless Ico gives me any sort of bonus with his shield.
Ironically enough, it's for ranged attacks, not AoEs. Since this is a line, it doesn't count. Also, I got a 2. I rolled a net 1.
Oh, I can. Am I
Wow.
close enough to make
Oh,
a
wait,
reroll?
An
advantage.
advantage? I was going to say, did you manage to cat yourself?
Yes, I did. 2.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I have a question. Is he within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
Well,
So
then
I
can,
rolled
like-
a nat 20, but I'm not sure that's enough even, because it's only 22.
I can use my reaction to let him reroll his 1.
Okay. Go for it.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's bountiful luck.
I gave him all of the halfling luck stuff.
Okay.
In other words,
Before I use your thing, does Serendipity's 22 work?
it doesn't
It
matter because that's the
does.
max
It does
serendipity
succeed.
can get.
I know.
Right?
That's also true.
I will, however, expend both the use of Ancestors Guiding Spirit, which doesn't cost me anything and is free, and Bend Luck to give me another 2 d4 to that, which hopefully will
Oh.
help me pass the saving throw, which is probably something like a 25 or so. That does put me to 26, so yeah, let me hear it how it's a 27.
Okay.
Using your halfling luck, I got 15 total. The max I can get is 21. That's why I was saying like it probably wouldn't pass anyway.
So, 2 of you succeed. Iconocles does fail.
Mhm.
So, Iconocles, you take 76 lightning damage. And the other 2 of you take half that. So, math. 38.
All right.
Barbarians don't get evasion, do they?
No.
I think they do.
I don't think they do.
Oh, but it
Not
won't
at
matter
all.
because he failed the save.
Oh,
He still
right.
gets. He's doing half it if you fail. I think though, with evasion.
Is it? Let me check.
One sec.
That sounds right, though. It sounds
don't
right
think
that
barbarians get
barbarians
evasion.
that.
I don't have any of this. I'm not raging yet or anything. And raging
No.
isn't for this kind of damage type.
One sec.
Oh.
I don't think. Yeah, they don't get evasion.
I passed my concentration save.
They
by
were
the
they
way.
were checking if they got evasion. If you got evasion.
Concentration. That has to go for my haste on Ico, right?
Yep, against a 19.
Oh yeah, 27's fine.
Thank you.
I was really worried that what happened in the one shot was going to happen again.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the
No,
barbarian too.
that was by choice, by accident, because I didn't realize what was going on. This one would have been by accident.
Yes. I mean,
So,
at least out of everything, at least it's the barbarian that would have that happen to them.
Right.
That was the dragon's turn. Iconocles, what would you like to do?
How high up is Ka? Because Ka flew down.
He's only about 20 feet off the ground.
Oh,
The
Ka's with
dragon
me.
was 40 feet off the ground.
I was
Ka
like,
is.
Ka's
Oh
in
yeah,
my
no,
face.
he flew down. Yeah, he's
Ka's
right
in my
next to
face.
Jacinth. So he's maybe about like 5-10 feet off the ground because he's standing next to he's floating next to a power wolf.
oh, that's cute. Can you have a strength save, please?
He can. He can have a little for fun as a treat.
I'll see if I even need
Where
to
the
roll.
fuck are his stats? Is this a magical effect?
Let me double
Where's
check.
it from?
It's from me hitting him as hard as I can with a shove.
Okay. So then, no.
I cast
Um,
mist.
He get a 19.
Okay, I don't even need to roll. Does he choose to succeed?
He does not. It's just a shove.
Okay, so I jump in the air and I shield surf in the sense of I put the shield on my feet and I fucking like jump kick the shield into his freaking face.
Careful, you might get launched into the air, and then you'll have to fly away. Oh wait, no, it's Legend of Zelda.
And then spear. Use my other action.
Okay. Or your other attack, yeah.
I would like to rage.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I stabby stab.
go for it.
And since I haven't done stabby stab yet, I still get my multi attack.
Don't you get the haste attacks too?
Because I haven't used an attack action yet. I used a
Is
shove
it-
action and then an attack action.
Shove action is an attack action.
Yeah, so your shove action is in place of an attack. So you would get
then,
one attack.
Then one attack on that, and then another
no, shove is
attack
part of-
with haste.
shove is part-
So two
shove is
attacks
par-
still.
Shove is part of an attack action. It's like grappling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he would
I
still
get
get
that.
you because of haste.
Haste, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Roll them bones.
'Cause I think
Hmm.
barbarians get a one multi-attack, right?
Yeah. They can make 2 attacks a turn unless
Yeah.
they frenzy, in which case they can make an extra attack with their bonus action.
And get 1 level of exhaustion after that. Isn't it?
After the
Yep.
rage ends.
Yeah, after the rage ends, you get 1 level.
Which, like, technically, unless Icocles falls unconscious, he doesn't need to worry about that exhaustion ever because his rage is enduring.
Unending. He's local man too angry to die.
Okay, so first attack was a nat 20, and then the second attack was
Nice.
a 22.
Nice. Both hit.
Okay,
Ah,
the second attack, he's going to be pinned to the ground with the spear. Because that spear can
Nice.
do it.
Okay. So roll your crit damage,
Hmm.
and it's retroverse, so you get to roll your d20 to see if you do max or max plus roll again.
14 on the d20.
So yeah, max and roll again.
All right. So, the spear itself explodes in its own little fire. Not as impressive as a certain wild mage here, of course. But it's an extra 3d6 fire damage. Oh, sorry, it was a crit. Or no. This attack deals 3d6 fire damage instead of the 1d6 on a crit, as it says on yours. So it's max plus this.
Yeah.
When did you become Superman?
Oh shit.
Since everyone
Oh.
casts spells on me.
Oh yeah, good point.
Brutal critical, Scotty.
yeah, I was
don't
going to say,
forget
don't forget
about
brute crit.
You roll 3 more dice that are equal to whatever damage your spear regularly does. So I think it's another 3d6 because you have brutal critical times 3.
Oh, okay.
Barbarians, man, not even once. I say playing a barbarian, and I love her.
My time with a barbarian is almost over, actually.
Aw.
Oh.
It's been a good run.
My barbarian's an Oni. She is very scary. She bites things a lot and heals
Mine-
from it.
Mine's a centaur. She stomps people with her big ass clubs.
That's
I
hot.
thought you were going to stop that sentence at her big ass.
No, she gets stabbed in her
No,
big ass.
she stomps other people's big asses.
No, she just gets stabbed a lot in her big ass. It's a running joke, actually.
I mean, if that's the flank that she chooses to,
That's the
Yes.
wrong kind of butt you're trying to get from the stake.
Okay, so
That's from the shoulder.
so on the critical, I got 65 damage.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Okay.
Let me roll the other one.
Those are
Welcome to
rookie-
High Level Adventure, guys.
And the other one only does. Oh wait, no, sorry, my bad. Pinning blow adds an additional 3d6 bludgeoning, so let me roll that too.
Nova!
Brr, 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 brr.
An additional 19 on top of that. Also, he is restrained and must make a strength saving throw to not be restrained as an action.
and if I'm not mistaken, doesn't he have disadvantage on that now?
Mhm.
Because of foresight?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
No. Why would
No,
he have
that's only if he
disadvantage on it?
attacks me. And he can't right
anybody.
now because he's restrained. He can't attack anyone because he's restrained.
Well, I thought that counted towards attacking you if he's trying to get out of the grapple.
No,
Well,
that's
that's an attack action against me, not getting out of her string.
Gotcha. Sorry.
No, they can still make attacks while they're on the ground. They just have disadvantage.
yeah.
Let's see.
Would
Can I
have
do
double
anything
dis-
else on this turn? I haven't used a bonus action yet. Can I have bonus action?
Didn't you
something?
rage?
You rage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm good.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, technically, I suppose we could say that if you want to say you would always be raging, you can't always be raging, because that's the thing barbarians can do.
I don't show it, but I'm always raising. Yeah, we'll go with that.
That's your
Okay,
secret.
No,
then
no,
you get a
you show
bonus
it.
action. But he is going to roll his strength save to try and not be restrained, because he doesn't want to be restrained, because that sounds like a not fun time. That's a nat 20.
Cool. He passes. So he's no
Yeah.
longer restrained. That's good use of an action.
But he did take some damage. Like, he's bleeding.
Mhm.
And it's weird. Like, you've never seen anything like this substance coming out of him. It's the equivalent of like the multicolored light of sunlight hitting an oil streak.
So his blood looks like me.
I oh, and I smack my shield twice,
Nice. Okay.
trying to goad him to attack me back. The come
Alright,
at me, bro, of the Bronze Age.
All right. You doing anything with your bonus action?
That was my bonus action. We'll say.
Okay.
I still had another 30
Alright.
feet of movement, but I'm not going anywhere.
Cool. So he's not fond of that. That was annoying.
Actually, wait. I charged, didn't I? I moved at
Yeah.
least 20 feet, didn't I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get a
Add,
yeah, you
add
can
another
let-
5
okay.
add another 5 damage on top of that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now we're good. Sorry.
So I was like, why can't I hold all this damage?
It's because you're throwing it in the other guy's face.
And they say spellcasters deal the most damage in single shots. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
No,
Wild Sorcerer did. I would
there-
still say
there's-
you beat everybody in this combat.
The paladins definitely do the most.
Yeah, no. You are both annoying as shit.
That's my goal.
I mean, are you talking about as players or
He
as characters?
is going to, he stood up now and he just smacks it, like drives a staff into the ground, and there is a shockwave as he uses Trembling Strike.
So he uses an attack
All
against me.
other no, it is the legendary action. It is an AoE. All other creatures on the ground within 60 feet of him must make a strength saving throw
Oh,
or be
I
knocked
don't-
prone.
I don't have to worry about it.
I'm Alt and I aren't on the ground. The wolf has
You're
to make a
not.
critical bonus.
Yes,
I'm fine. I just make
but if if the wolf fails, then you guys will also.
Correction.
I'd say you would
Roll
just
a
be
critical.
prone.
Correction. The ground rumbles around me, but the ground I'm on doesn't move.
Oh, okay. What did you roll?
25.
Nice.
Am I within 60 feet?
Am I within 60 feet?
They got hit by the lion,
Yes.
right?
All right.
I would say yes because Astrean, you ran up to get closer.
Mhm.
And Serendipity, did you move up into melee, or are you still at like 100 feet away?
No, she didn't move. I didn't move at all.
So you're a mile away then.
No, I'm still 100 feet away. in that
Okay,
sense.
all right. So Serendipity is out of range. I believe everyone.
Actually, no, wait. I'm in 60-foot range of him because he moved closer
Yeah.
to us, right? But I didn't. move
everyone that
away.
is on the ground, which is pretty much everybody but Korinn, I believe, needs to make a strength saving throw. What did the Korinn? Okay, so
Said-
Iconicles, you rolled, you passed. Serendipity, go ahead and roll for me.
17.
Fail, you are prone. Astrean, strength saving throw, please.
Oh, yeah, it's me. 16.
Fail, you are prone. Thaumiel, what did the power wolf roll?
Natural 20.
Which is what?
What's
No,
its
That's a
strength?
power wolf.
24. It's a 24 total.
Oh, wait. Is this a spell?
It is a
It's a
legendary.
magical ability.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have advantage.
Um,
Still 17.
Oof.
Yeah, the wolf is prone.
Damn.
On a 24?
The DC
Welcome
was
to-
25.
Welcome to
Wow,
high
okay.
level D&D.
Oh,
Yep.
the earth elemental is prone too.
No, they're immune to that, aren't they?
Rip.
No, just some other things. Not prone though.
Huh.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
they're
it's weird.
not.
So I am more
It's
stable.
immune to unconsciousness? It just dies, I guess.
No,
So-
unconscious is its own status effect.
So what you're telling me
Oh, okay.
is for this moment, this earthquake tremor, I am more stable than an earth elemental in the ground.
Yes.
Got it.
You are literally Hercules.
You are literally rock hard.
I'm literally the
Yeah.
rock as I flex my pecs individually.
So that was the last of his legendary actions. The dragon is
I use frightful presence on the dragon.
actually no, the dragon swooped away, so I don't think he's in range to take any of his legendary actions quite yet.
Bitch.
Fear my
so yeah,
nipples.
he's gonna
Fear
hold
them.
Top of the initiative, everyone that is within 30 feet of Ka, which is Icocles, Thaumiel, Jacinth, the Power Wolf, and I think that might be it.
Was Korinn over there yet?
And Korinn as well. Korinn is in
So
the range
who's
as well.
not in range? Is more the question.
Serendipity and Astrean.
Gotcha.
And the
Um,
earth.
And the earth elemental.
and the
Yeah.
Earth Elemental. All of you need to make corruption saving throws. Jacinth, you also need to roll.
Okay.
Which saving throw? I apologize.
It is just a corruption saving throw. It is just a d20.
Oh, okay.
17.
19.
Okay, pass.
18.
I rolled a 19 on the die, so I'm assuming that's a pass.
Yeah.
We're only going by the die. There's no modifiers.
You
Yeah.
only have to do 10, right?
None of us are corrupted. If you're corrupted, you add
Defraggers
modifiers.
might.
I don't remember.
Defraggers have advantage, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she rolled at advantage. Yeah. So
Okay,
all
I mean,
of you
I
just
automatically succeed anyways against any corruption.
you feel this wave of corruption wash over you, and Jacinth, you haven't felt this in a long time, in years. You have been training your body in resistances to ignore this shit. And you should be able to ignore it, but you can feel like there are ants crawling all over your skin. It is incredibly unpleasant, and the entire ground around you guys where he smacked his staff, there are now like bits of like glass and stone and leaves and just all sorts of weird materials that should not belong in this area that have poked up out of the ground where his corruption has seeped into the earthen floor here. That was initiative 20. It's his turn. Yeah. Let's see. He's going to cast a spell. And he needs to roll a thing.
Ooh,
Ooh, a thing. A thingy.
a thing.
a
Roll us a thing. Do the thing, Julie.
Do the thing.
A barrel roll.
I can never find this one dice.
The one thing that always got me with that was on one of the very last ones. There's no other thing to do. She looked so forlorn saying that.
Yes.
God, that
I'm a
was-
little bit sad that the Yggdrasil is CR24 because I was like, hey, I have polymorph and this thing is a beast. Let's check the CR rating on it.
Is that what that was? The mountain thing?
Oh, the mountain thing is continuing on towards the city. It has not stopped for you guys. You can go ahead and I will say make nature checks or arcana checks to see if you have any idea what the hell it is.
Did we all just forget about a moving mountain?
Not
Yes.
really.
I
just
mean,
we have
A
we have the
mount-
lead.
Priorities.
We also had a
30.
mountain thrown out of the sky and explode into fireballs when it hit the ground. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that happened.
That happened.
Seriously, that's the best opening I've had for any combat. So
That's
That was-
such a
That was
good
pretty
opening.
solid. So did anybody want to roll that or?
I
Yeah,
failed.
I rolled a 30.
I
Holy
rolled a double
shit.
6.
I'm sorry, what am I rolling?
Nature or Arcana. To
Is
see
that
if you have
thing-
any idea
is-
I
what
got
the
I got
mountain
a 12
is.
for mine.
Is
so.
it considered a corrupted?
Yeah.
24. Sorry.
It is corrupted.
Well, then I get a
only a
additional
24.
bonus.
Oh, okay, only a 24.
I got-
I was looking at saves, not skills.
I got a rock.
You are the
No,
rock.
you're looking for a rock. Unless you just pull an Odysseus and start looking at yourself in a mirror.
Let's go.
Odysseus,
I'm
fight
not that far.
Fight the river, Odysseus.
I mean, he's a very handsome guy.
Sorry, Odysseus. Don't mean to throw you
For a
under the bus.
barbarian, he's pretty handsome.
Excuse you. My barbarian says I'm always handsome, but she's also a jacked Oni, so there's she has a bit of an advantage.
She's always horny.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And has both her hands.
Wait, are we talking about Vex or her character?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Scotty, and she has both her hands too, so
Wow. Throw someone under the bus.
I mean they can't stop it, so
Can't stop the rock.
Wow, a second bus just went right by. Wow.
Anybody catch the number of that one?
So, what did Thaumiel get on that Arcana or Nature check? Was it?
Yep.
Oh.
28.
Okay.
Oh.
So
This was my
both-
total, by the way.
Nice. Both Astrean and Thaumiel, you've heard of this thing. You've not seen it. You've seen the wreckage of it. And the wreckage is usually a city that looks about like it probably had a bunch of those meteor swarms dropped on it. You're pretty sure that the thing that just walked by you guys was a Tarask,
that's only a Tarask. That's
a corrupted Tarask.
Well, you guys have fun with that, because I can't get within melee of it. The rest of you will be fine, though. We'll take it out in
I
turn.
can't-
Yeah, so you guys see Ka cast a spell,
Mm-hmm.
and he finishes casting, and he starts to just grow
Counterspell.
in size. You didn't say it. I said he cast a spell,
And
and
then I
things.
Okay.
He cast a spell, and another effect happened.
I apologize. I was waiting for you to finish.
Sorry. He cast a spell. And actually, would he? You know, I will say I should have been more clear. He would counter your counter spell if you want to use it.
He would counter my counter.
You can
spell.
counter a counter spell. It does mean he loses his
sure
reaction,
can.
but he's willing to try. He's willing to do it.
I mean, I would still try to stop him. So yeah, counterspell.
Okay.
Quick, does anyone else have counterspell? We can have some counterspell wars like Tricle C. I think, I think in one turn we had
I
like.
only have dispel magic.
I think in one turn we had like 3 reactions go off with counterspell. That's great.
Yeah. So you go to counter his counter spelling, and you're seeing these somewhat familiar sort of green like dials and sigils in the air, and he hulks up to be about 15 16 feet tall. He is now large size. He's not actually a giant, he's just large size. And he focuses, and 4 more image copies of him poof out.
Oh God, it's the multiform attack. I'm sorry. I should have muted myself.
It's fine. As he just used Time Stop to cast several spells on himself.
Oh,
Nice.
That's his turn.
Oh my God, Hera! He did the same exact thing I did to you guys. No, I actually used this strategy on Hera to bring them to another plane, effectively.
Okay, he didn't do that. But that's his turn. Thaumiel, there's a very, very large man directly next to you. What do you want to
I believe there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
do? This one is bigger, though. He is large size.
Well, didn't you say like a bunch of versions of him?
Oh,
showed up?
yes. I was thinking you were talking about Icocles.
Oh, well, yeah, but he's still technically medium size. He barely
Okay.
constrains within that 10 cubic foot. But yeah.
Well, so the wolf is separate from me, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say he goes on your turn, but he can do his own actions.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want the wolf to stand up.
Okay.
So it's half its movement, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And then, how close is he? Like right next to me, so he's like in melee range.
Yeah, he's like within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
Because he just tried to punch Jacinth's face in
Damn. Okay.
and then knocked all of you prone.
Casts are
Not
gonna
all
be
of us.
so mad at me.
Well, I got a multi-attack, so why not? So I guess as a bonus action, it's gonna use its life burn to overcharge itself. So that's, let's see, it loses 7 HP. That's fine. That's plenty. And then if I hit, it does additional damage. Okay. Probably not gonna hit with a 4 on that first attack. It is giant though, maybe. I don't know. And how about a 22 for the second bite?
That one just misses. He actually likes to like moves out of frame. Like he's moving faster than before.
Okay.
Like he almost caught him and he just ducked out of the way.
Okay. Well, I guess. Fuck, I can't really do anything. I mean,
I mean, you could back up and shoot at him.
I could.
You also have your magic whistle, I believe.
Yeah, I still have the whistle. Yeah, I'll just use the whistle on him for now.
I think the whistle doesn't require an action. You can just do it.
It's a ranged spell attack.
But it's more that it doesn't require an action, doesn't it?
That's what I mean, yeah. I think once you cast it,
I thought it was an action.
It was an action to cast it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
On your next turn, you can command your arrow to strike another target within 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a 27 to hit on that.
That would hit, yeah. However, because of mirror image, you need to roll, I think it's a d20 to see which one you hit.
Yep.
I rolled a 17. I don't know what that means.
I think you hit. Maybe? No, wait, no, there's still 4 of them up, so I think you missed.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a miss.
But one gets dispelled, I
But
think.
one of them, one of those 4 cause disappears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that was one attack. You have another one, I believe, right?
No.
I don't
Your main
think so.
action.
Not with the whistle thing.
Oh yeah, because that doesn't count as an action. There's a thing on my character sheet that says bow whip. I don't know what that means. I just slap 'em with
it's a
my
pistol
bow?
whip.
Ah, okay.
But
so I just
pistols
slap 'em.
don't exist.
Slap 'em with
So
the
you just
bow.
Hawkeye them. Just
Yeah.
punch them with your, smack them
Yeah.
with your bow.
Oh,
This
a
is
whip.
a really nice bow, so I'll do it.
Give them the Hawkeye.
That's a.
Except it's more badass
That's
in
that's
every
what he
way.
that's what he calls black eyes. Just let him have it.
That's a 26 to hit.
You could
That-
you could
that
have
hits,
you could
yes.
have named it arrow stab
Is that an
instead
actual
of
thing?
bow whip. Well, when you can use an arrow to just stab someone.
mean-
Makes
I
more
mean,
sense than smacking
it's-
someone with your bow.
It's a taunt in what is it called?
TF2?
Team Fortress 2.
Yep.
You stab them, they insta die because it's a taunt kill.
Mm-hmm. Taunt kills are fun.
Mm-hmm. I think the Hadoken one's the best one though.
So with this bow, with the special effects it has on it, it says any attack I make with it does this extra thing. Is that any attack or is that any ranged attack?
I wrote any attack, so any attack.
It's a bow, so I'd hope ranged attacks.
I hope both. It says both, so.
Okay, well, that's 5 points for just the whipping part, and then because of its special effect, it does another 5 points of radiant.
Nice. Let's see. Radiant damage. Yeah. So it was how much damage?
10 points
5
total.
7 total. Okay, yeah.
I'm so late in initiative.
Yeah. That's not even that late. It's you're like straight in the middle.
Yeah, but I'm on
above
off
me.
after all the fighters.
Oh, what a shame.
Like, well,
No. The thing is, I can just fuck him up with Dispel Magic. Like all the buffs he just cast, I can just remove them, and he has no way of countering that.
One at a time.
No.
All magical effects end.
Dispel Magic ends all magical effects on a target of
Everyone.
same or lower level of the Dispel Magic that I cast.
Yeah, Dispel Magic is terrifying.
So he just used a 9th level spell and just
A few other
bunch of
spells.
stuff.
And a few other spells in combination.
And a few other spells, and I'm just like, and they're gone.
And it's gone.
Oh,
But by the time you get there, you might like already have destroyed like all this mirror image copies and all that stuff. So
But he might have he has haste on too, Harris, so that'll be
yeah,
helpful.
still, but it's not as much, right? That I can get from that.
That's Thaumiel's turn. So Korinn, you're up.
Ka got his legendary actions back, right?
He sure did.
Sorry.
Sorry,
It's
took me
okay.
a second to realize you said Korinn and not somebody else.
Sorry.
The dragon's. This probably has asked every single round of the turn. Is the dragon still up?
It's flying away.
He is. He was flying around. It's not his turn yet, and I described him zooming away. And legendary action just to say he can move. It just says he makes a tail attack. So presumably he has to be closer to do that.
So nobody is attacking him at any more at this point, correct?
The dragon.
Correct.
No one is within melee of him, so
So-
no one shot at him or anything.
Okay. So that means if I can do this. No, it's a concentration. Damn it. Give me just a second.
He
I'm thinking.
succeeded his concentration check.
Okay.
For the 7 damage.
Okay. Oh
Took
boy.
2 instances of damage.
It was 2 instances?
The arrow
Oh, okay.
and the pistol whip.
That's right.
So we've still got
even
3
better.
of them up, right? 3 of Ka.
Yes, 3 images of him.
3 Ks. Oh, wait.
What are you gonna do to him?
Give me a second. I'm still
Sorry.
trying to make sure I do these right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mirror image.
Okay.
Is that not concentration?
Nope.
It's not.
Oh, cool. I've never used it
Nope. It is not.
except in Baldur's Gate 2.
It's such a fun ability.
If you're a
It's fucking
squishy
awesome.
caster, it's like that mage armor. You know,
Yeah, 4 or 3 extra lives.
essentially.
Jacinth. Unless there's anything Korinn would like to do, I think it's your turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of
sorry.
course, there's still more I want to do. Thank you.
What do you want to do?
Eldritch Blast. But do my new copies do the same thing?
Nope.
Eldritch Blast requires an action, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Shoot. Wait, then how did I do that last time?
Stop.
Your death area, wasn't it a bonus action?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, mirror image is a full.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Jeez, I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay.
that's fine. New character, who dis?
New character with 2 pages worth to read.
Welcome to
Sorry,
level 20.
level 20 characters, man.
Yeah,
Mm.
Don't
definitely.
apologize.
Another reason I picked Barbarian.
You don't
And even
understand.
then, I still have a lot.
I have extreme social anxiety. I'm going to apologize for everything I
fine.
think I do wrong. My breath weapon isn't a bonus action, is it?
Nope. It's an
No,
action.
It's an action.
Okay.
I think I have at the very top of your sheet, right where your attacks are, listed what available bonus actions and reactions you have.
Oh, shit, I didn't even.
That is very helpful.
It is. Had
Yeah.
I realized exactly what was going on. If that's the case, then I will hex him.
Okay.
But you already
Hex.
cast a spell this turn.
Shit. Yeah.
Also, Hex's concentration.
Hmm.
That's my turn.
Sorry.
Spellcasters.
I thought I would have had a better handle on this. I'm sorry, everybody.
You're fine.
Hey, it's a new character.
Warlocks.
We all understand
Warlocks
this.
are a lot of concentration, and it's a lot different than a lot of the other spellcasters.
Mhm.
I would say they're the most complicated spellcaster in 5th. In terms of managing what all you can and can't do.
It depends, because wizards have a lot of
Wizards
more
are a lot.
spells.
Hmm.
At least with warlocks, you don't have to change your spells every day.
True.
What is Jacinth gonna do?
Well, is it time? Nah, I'll just. Is it time? Is it time to make a cat hate me? I don't think so yet. I'll just smack him with my hammer.
Okay.
Not time for a ray of hands yet.
No, not yet. Just in case. This isn't even his final form yet, so. 14, 15, 16, 17. Where is it? That is a 28 to hit.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll a d20 to see if you hit a mirror or not.
All right. That is a 19.
That hits a. This is worded so fucking weird. So if you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. Yeah. So it hits a mirror.
So
No,
now there's
no,
only
no.
2 mirrors.
Cat, he has to roll.
Yeah,
here.
he has to roll.
Yeah.
He has to roll, not me.
This is kind of like the 2d6 system where you like roll to dodge. Kind of like that. In
Yeah.
that sense.
You hit a mirror. This is the worst spell for me to use because I always roll low.
All right.
Take
and
that.
then
I force him to re-roll it.
No, he wait. Oh yeah, do it.
Mm-hmm. By God, I'm going to do something.
I don't
It
think that
depends on how that's worded. Does that ability say ability check, attack, or
That would be part of a
saving
spell.
throw? Or is it just a dice roll?
Thought it was just a dice roll. Give me a sec.
So there are
Attack
typically
roll, ability check, or saving throw.
yeah.
You can force them to re-roll.
It is none of those, unfortunately.
it's
There
a
are
special roll.
yeah. It's a
I'll
weird
just
one.
Stay muted until my next turn.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's one of those things that like you don't know until you do stuff, right? It's 5e. It's a learning shit.
But bright side, one of them is gone.
Yes, so he has now one more, and I will then shield butt him. I more or less just bring the shield around, just whoom.
Yeah.
That is a
Whoopee.
25 to hit.
That does hit. Yeah.
Perfect.
Another
Please
roll.
again, cat.
Yeah. Sorry, cat. Actually, you brought it on yourself. So.
You hit a duplicate.
Perfect.
So no
Oh,
more.
now they're all gone.
Yep.
But
Perfect.
he takes no damage.
Oh, don't worry. There's still plenty I can do to him once he now that he has no more duplicates. Now I can kick the shit out of this nerd.
Okay.
That's my turn now.
Okay. Serendipity, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I have a question. So he got bigger,
He got bigger.
he got
what you
quicker,
He got quicker.
and he
Cop-
get copies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anything else visible?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oh God. Ooh, 19. Oh wait, I don't know what my bonus is actually.
Your int.
Dirty 20.
Usually Arcana checks to know what spells are cast.
So I will say
Never mind.
you, because you didn't see it happen, because that
yeah.
Arcana check is enough to tell you he used time stop. So you didn't see him cast the spell. You know that there could be another 1 or 2 spells, but you're not seeing any indication of what it did.
Just assume he used every single spell slot he could.
You know what? Just
you
to
know
be
that
safe.
he could have up to 5 spells on him if he rolled the
Okay.
max on his time stop and cast a spell with every one of those actions.
So just to be safe,
Mm-hmm.
I will cast a quickened dispel magic at 8th level. So any spell affecting him that is of 8th level or lower is dispelled
Automatically.
automatically. No, nothing.
As a bonus action.
It's just gone as a bonus action.
Did he have a haste up?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
did.
Exhausted.
Mhm.
It's a level of exhaustion.
Oh, no, he cannot take any
He
actions.
can't take an action this
For his
turn.
next turn. That does not count against legendary actions. Or reactions
wait,
or bonus
actually,
actions.
sorry, I forgot to ask one thing before I do that. How far is the dragon away from me?
From you, it's probably only about like 30 feet away.
All right, perfect. Yep. Then that's what I'm doing exactly. So that is my 8th level spell slot gone,
Well worth
and all
it.
his worth it. Just to be safe. The only thing
Just
I
get
could
rid of that
cast with that
Post-it note.
anyway is Earthquake, and I don't see that currently being very useful. So yeah, whatever. just all his spells gone. My 8th level spells gone, and we're up to 7 used. And then I'm going to use my action to use Eyebite again against the dragon. So it has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Is Eyebite concentration?
Yes.
Cool. I like never use it. I should. I know it's good.
He's going to use a legendary resistance because he got a 9.
How many has he used now? 3, I think.
I think
Because
that's
he used
that's
2.
his last one.
Because he used 2 against Serendipity's Meteor Swarm Fireball.
No, only 1.
He
Not
used
against
1
the
against
fireball.
that.
Oh, I thought he failed on both of them.
No, he
So-
failed on both of them, but he just took the fireball,
just
I think,
ate
to
the
the face. He
fireball.
was like, I don't care about fireball.
Got it.
I feel like he used one of them for something else as well. For
think
Circle of Death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I
yes,
have
he is out now.
Yes.
I have a question actually about Eyebite. One moment. I need to. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. So my Eyebite now is basically useless. That's good to know, because if a target has succeeded on a saving throw, it's unaffected by Eyebite from this point on, and both of them have used legendary actions, I think, to not be affected by my Eyebite, or succeeded on the saving throw.
Well, there is still one more thing we can do that on.
The
The
Tarask.
mountain.
It's too far away, I think.
Yeah, it's continued moving.
It's
I
For
think.
it's
now.
it's probably too far away, and 2, I'm pretty sure nothing I can do with Eyebite will actually affect it.
Annoyant.
Oh wait, I could actually put it to sleep.
Yes, I was gonna say I don't think it's immune to being unconscious.
I mean, first we would need to burn through all the legendary resistances, and it has advantage against the on the saving throw. So
I know, but
What are you doing?
yeah, that's my turn. I mean, I have used
Okay.
my bonus action, my action, and that's my turn.
And you did roll a
And-
wild surge for Dispel
Oh.
Magic, right?
Oh, sorry, 18.
Okay, you're fine.
Yep, and the like for her patterns, actually, the eyes basically, as she casts Dispel Magic, they focus on him specifically for a moment, and then the inner part of Sauron's eye turns into like a night blue.
Nice.
It's still Sauron's eye, though. Like, otherwise, with the burning around and everything.
No, I thought you were going to say it looks like a beholder's big eye.
Nah. And
Yeah.
that's my turn.
So Astrean, looking around, Ka has shrunk. All of his duplicates are gone. He is moving slower, significantly slower, as in like a lot like it looks like when you stun somebody.
Good. How high is the dragon? That's the first question I have.
I will say that right now he's a bit away from where you are. If you hold your action, you can attempt to try and jump up and grab the dragon.
You know, I have a 2-foot vertical jump.
2
Yes.
So
foot.
I'm probably not going to try that.
No, it would be 5. It's 3 plus your strength modifier.
My strength mod is -1.
So 4. No, it would be 2. You're right. I'm done.
I
I'm
checked
done.
it out.
Nice.
We have the gamut of.
Yeah, I'm the barbarian. I forgot. Sorry.
That's almost my entire height, though. That's not bad.
Wait, you
For what it's
can't
worth,
jump?
though, you also you can double, triple your
Yeah, I can
No,
double it.
distance.
Your height,
4
your
foot.
height and a half. You can add on top of that if you reach your arms up to grab something.
Here, I can send you. Here, I'll send you something.
I can
Yeah,
almost
there's an
get 6
awesome
feet in the air.
calculator.
Anyways, well, I'll shake my fist at the dragon and scream incoherently. And then I'll roll to my feet and run up to Ka.
Okay.
Oh, and then I'll just start punching.
Okay. You have advantage because he is stunned, right?
No, it's just
Hold
he
on.
can't take any actions.
Oh, okay. So you don't have advantage.
Pretty
Sorry.
much all of the conditions for stunned without actually being stunned.
Mhm.
I'm going to use lucky for that one.
Okay.
Also, it is your strength score, not your modifier, I think. So it should
Uh,
be.
Just
Strength score is horizontal, not vertical.
Oh, horizontal. Okay.
14 miss.
14 would miss, yes.
Okay.
Like
second.
you hit him, but his flesh feels like stone.
Second attack.
Like he's not wearing any armor, but it feels like he is.
25.
That hits.
Okay. 7 damage,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt to stun him with stunning strike.
Okay.
You know what he reminds me of?
Con save.
Well, that, and also, no, I'm kidding. He reminds me of like a Power Ranger villain. What's his name? The dude with the Z staff. It has like the Z on it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
What was that?
He reminds me of
Gordon,
the
was it?
big
No, that's
Power Ranger villain with the Z.
The one that had the staff that had the Z on it was Lord Zed.
Zed, yeah.
Zed.
Zed.
That's it. That should have
The
been fucking
simplest
obvious.
Z name. Yeah.
That's the name of the god, the evil god in Retroverse.
Yeah, is that what we're fighting?
No,
Aw.
that's a
Does he
god.
pass his stave?
He does. He got a 31. He rolled really well.
That'll be difficult to beat. Fury of Blows.
Okay.
So 2 more attacks.
If you didn't already use your halfling luck, could you have used it to make him re-roll that 31?
I can't make him reroll.
That's right.
I
Okay.
can make allies reroll.
Okay.
So Fury of Blow attacks. 24,
Hits.
19.
Miss.
Okay, so the hit will be 12 damage and another stunning strike.
I mean, like, statistically, eventually I'm going to roll garbage. Just not right now. He rolled even better than before.
That's impressive.
Humor us with the total, because we're all rolling really high here. Might as well hear his high rolls.
Not all of us.
Yeah, we gotta hear you brag about your high rolls, Cat.
Yeah.
That was a 36.
Nice.
The Earth Elemental, he's prone, but can he still Earth Glide from a prone position and move his full movement?
I'll allow it.
All right, he'll slide 30 feet closer, and he's going to hold his action to grab the dragon if it comes nearby.
Okay.
Yes. Grapple the dragon.
Just imagining you guys are just like fighting Ka, and all of a sudden a fucking earth elemental just gets yeeted into the air because he grabbed onto a dragon that's flying at 80 feet around.
Is the dragon huge or large?
He's huge.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, Anything else or not?
Nope, that was everything.
Okay. Dragon's turn. Oh, he's gonna see if he gets his breath weapon back. He does. Why the fuck not? There are a bunch of people on his friend Ka.
Are they really friends?
Well, his, benevolent
Associates.
leader.
Maybe he
Associates.
wants to break away. How's his chance to
Yeah.
retire?
So, everybody that is in melee with Ka needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which I think is fucking everybody except for Korinn and Serendipity.
21.
Oh, and the Earth Elemental. Pass.
Does Ka also need to make a saving throw?
He would.
He does.
I help you, friend.
I got a 24.
Oh, pass. Okay.
Hey, sweet. I take 0 damage then.
Nice. Because of
he's
the shield?
Because of incorruptible. When a corrupted creature targets you with an effect that allows you to make a saving throw, take only half, and if you save, take none.
Yeah, nice. All right. What did Thaumiel get for a dexterity saving throw, Alt?
7.
That's a fail. What about Astrean?
Well, I rolled real bad, but then I used Diamond Soul reroll to reroll it, and I got a 27.
That's a pass. Okay.
Pretty sure the dragon's pretty far away from me right now, right? It's doing a flyby breath attack. Like most
Yeah, it's a
dragons do.
flyby.
Yeah.
He will be passing you when he comes when he swoops by though. So if you would like to
within 5 feet. I doubt it.
fuck it. If you jumped, maybe.
You do have that's a considerable no, I just want to point, that's a considerable distance because his jump is tripled right now too.
Yeah, it is a pretty considerable distance.
My jump is
so that
27
is-
feet vertically right now.
That is 60 lightning damage to those who failed and 30 to everyone who passed.
Damn.
Okay.
Does it
What
go
kind of
within
dragon
close-
was this again? Laser?
Bronze.
Lightning.
Bronze. Bronze. Okay.
And you guys turn and see that even though Ka is still trying to shake off the effects of that spell fading, the lightning crackles around him and seems to actually gather in his eyes and has no effect on him.
Does the
Oh,
Earth
shit.
Elemental close enough to the dragon's flyby?
Yes, I will say he can attempt to grab on, as well as Icocles can make a swipe at the dragon as he swoops past, because I
Yeah.
did say he was going to do that.
I use my retaliation
Okay.
as a reaction. Stab upwards towards
Go
the
for it.
heavens.
Your spear is the spear that will pierce the heavens.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 16 with the Earth Elemental.
Oh right, I have advantage. I keep forgetting I have advantage on everything ever.
Part of me just wishes I had no true polymorph just to turn this dragon into something permanent. That would be amazing.
That was
He does have no more legendary reactions.
I know.
Rage.
that was to hit the dragon, right? Luke.
Yeah, I think it would be just like a basic grapple attack.
If it's grapple, then it's not to hit. It'd be
Yeah, he has to make an
that's-
athletics check.
your
I'll look
athletics
it up.
versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah,
Oh, well then. what
I
is
think it
mine?
would still be the same,
Okay.
or it'd be a d20 plus whatever the thing's strength is.
Oh, well, in that case, it's a 13.
Oh, okay. Dragon rolled really well.
Unsurprising.
25. It is a
Oof.
very strong dragon.
Yeah, I can tie that if I max.
What was Iconocles' to hit?
22.
That hits, yes.
Okay. Oh, wait. This is actually pretty funny. Funny thing about that, I have this amazing thing with the meteorite spear. It says, pinning blow. When you hit with this weapon, you can use the strength of the impact to pin the foe to the ground under its weight.
Oh no.
Okay, how often can you use that? Read the last sentence
When
of the
you
first
hit
paragraph.
with this weapon.
Yeah, but it'll be like the meteorite spear, da 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 da. It's a +1 weapon.
Must make the
And it
saving
should-
throw or be restrained by the weapon until the beginning of your next turn or until you make the next attack. So until I
Okay, 'cause
attack,
some
it's
of
pinned.
those, I thought some of those properties you can just use once a turn, or I don't know,
Yeah,
He hasn't used it this turn.
I
or
haven't
once
used.
a.
I don't think
Short rest.
there is anything for that. Most weapons don't have that because they're expected to be used consistently.
You want to. Okay, to be fair, do you want to make it so you can only do it
No.
once per rest?
No, hang on.
'Cause
No,
it does. It is really OP as it is.
No, I know this because I found out I based it after the Staff of Thunder and Lightning, and I realized last night I've been doing the Staff of Thunder and Lightning wrong this entire time in our Waterdeep game. So the last sentence of the bit is when one of these properties is used, it can't be used again until the next sunset. So you can't do pinning
Oh.
blow again yet.
Oh,
the
okay.
others you can do. So I think you use Fiery Charge, so that one's done for the day, and Kill Stealer. It still does the extra. It's still a +2, and it
Yeah,
still
the
does
only
the
one
extra
I haven't
+6.
done is Kill Stealer. So
Yeah.
okay, good to know.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
And
I was like, this seems really OP on paper. I'm like, this can't be right.
it is also level 20 game, so
Oh.
things are going to be OP.
To
It
do
is very rare.
to do an extra 3d6 on every attack is even when I'm outraging.
Internet.
Your internet cat?
Rip, it just died. But hi, here, I'm back. What's going on?
You
Hi.
never left on our screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never.
Yeah.
A whopping 9 piercing and 2 fire.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Oh wait, sorry. Plus
Your
4.
barbarian.
Yeah,
Your
because I'm raging.
barbarian damage.
All right. That's its turn. Icocles, it's your turn. Ka is still standing there with his bell rung because he wasted haste.
Is he stunned?
He can't take
Nope.
actions. He's not stunned.
Okay, he was not stunned by the strings. Got it.
No,
And-
yeah.
Can't take actions and can't move. I don't think he would want to move though, because that would be a lot of opportunity attacks.
Does that also include legendary actions?
It
Mhm.
does.
How
All-
hurt?
It
Yes, it
does.
Actions.
Yeah,
It
all
cannot
actions, bonus
Actions.
actions,
It does
actions,
not-
legendary actions,
It does not stop layer actions though.
or reactions.
But that's not them making actions.
Yeah.
Right? That's the layer making
Yeah,
actions.
yeah.
Action economy is weird. Anyway, so how is the dragon looking?
Great. Not great. He is bleeding profusely.
You know what? Since I stabbed at him, I'm going to continue stabbing at him.
The dragon or car?
The dragon.
Ah.
Since he's right here.
Yeah, he
Or no, I got him as he was going by. That's right. Never mind. He's not right next to me right
yeah.
now.
I will say he is only about 20 feet above where you guys are though, because he's
Oh, really?
like realizing that, oh shit, the general is in danger. Because he's fucking surrounded and can't do anything this turn.
Okay. Well, I jumped straight up then. And I guess that counts as my charger thing, because I moved at least 10 feet in a straight line.
Yeah, technically.
3 stabs. As I'm
Okay.
I can't do the pinning thing, unfortunately. Or I would try to use the pin more just to keep myself on the dragon. Okay.
I would say that you can use one of your attacks. So you get 2 attacks. You can use one of them as a grapple to like hold on to him to continue stabbing next time.
Okay. First 2 will be attacks. The last one will be a grapple.
Okay.
23. Oh, sorry. No,
Not a
that's a
bad.
6, not a 9. Sorry, that's 20. Dirty 20.
Still hits.
Okay. Second attack. Oh, advantaged. Higher with advantage. 32.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then the grapple will be 26. So let me roll the damage.
He's got me rolling for him, so you have grappled him. He's too large for you to actually pin down, but you are holding.
It's
on
more
to
of so
him.
yeah. I just wanted to stay on him as he's flying by. 16 damage with the first strike. One of that was fire.
Okay.
17 damage with the second strike, and once again one with fire, as I rolled one on the fire damage each time.
Oof.
Nice. What is math? Oof. He's not looking happy. Anything else with your turn?
Just making sure I can't do anything else. I think I'm good. Yep.
Yeah.
I only have one bonus action. Haste doesn't give me an additional one.
No.
That's what I thought. Okay.
No. Okay. Top of initiative, everybody that is within 30 feet of Ka needs to make a corruption saving throw again. So I think that is everyone except for Icocles, Serendipity, and Korinn.
Oh,
Or was Korinn in that?
I believe I was out of it because I was last
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
18.
Natural
Pass.
20.
Pass.
You're muted, Luke. You callied yourself.
I asked a question and she answered it, and so I thought well, maybe it just worked out that way.
Oh.
I rolled a 12 and the Earth Elemental rolled a 7.
cool.
Earth Elemental gains a layer of corruption.
Kill it now.
I mean, it goes away eventually, doesn't it?
Callie in the chat, so rude.
No, the elemental, not the corruption level.
What the fuck corruption would he give this thing?
It's now purple.
Oh, can you choose?
Well, if he
can
wants
only
to, if he
shout.
wants to really be an ass, give it the corruption where if it touches gold, it burns it.
Ooh, what if it has gold inside of it?
Exactly. That's what I'm like. If he wants to be an ass,
Actually, yeah, no, that sounds awesome.
I don't know if there's gold in there. Is there gold in these hills?
There is now.
And how bad would it be if you were wearing just all gold armor and then just suddenly that happens to you?
I mean, you're kind of asking for it if you're wearing all gold armor.
Yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
much.
you gotta show off your piss boots. I
Yeah.
think Alt gets that joke, but
I do.
Though at the end of he's
at the end of his turn he can take actions.
okay, so he gets his legendary actions back now.
Yes.
Okay.
Shit.
All right. Samuel, what would you like to do? The dragon is really fucked up. It has a barbarian writing on it.
Hi.
Ka looks really pissed.
Cool.
You hear me say, "I got this."
Okay. Whatever you say.
Now he's going absurd.
I am absurd. I'm whatever. Okay. Well, first of all, I want the Power Wolf to move a little bit away from Ka.
Okay.
And nope, wrong one. I have two of these damn things open. Fuck it, I'll life burn it again. So that's another 7 HP off that, and I'm going to use its laser breath.
Ooh. He needs to make a what save?
Range. It's a ranged weapon attack, so he doesn't have to make
Okay.
any save. I just have to hit.
You
And
can't do shit.
Yeah, I rolled a 25.
Hits.
Cool. So that's 23 points of fire damage, unless I feel like rolling, which I kind of do. But I also don't because I'm terrible at rolling today.
You could let Vex roll for you.
I could let Vex roll for me, but I won't.
So how much damage is it?
Let me type this into my fancy dice roller because I don't have 66 on me. 32 points on the dice. And then because of the life drain or life burn, whatever it's called, it does an additional 7 points of damage. So 39 points of damage. Fire, all of it's fire.
Sweet. And it's all fire?
Yep.
All right.
Did he seem completely unaffected by fire, or just
He
he's
did.
like, oof?
Cool.
Hey, Cat, quick message for you.
Ew.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I do remember he seemed like completely unaffected by lightning, but I wasn't sure about the fire, if he was like completely unaffected or just
resistant. Yeah.
I will say, because Serendipity has seen him do it a couple of times now, it does look like he is completely immune to both fire and lightning. Which is why the bronze dragon wasn't worried about hitting him at all.
Fuck.
Okay. Well,
I have a bunch of fire and lightning spells.
great.
I'm sorry.
Cat planned it this way.
I genuinely did not.
Give you
I actually
hope
didn't
and
make
then
Ka.
crush your hope.
I didn't make him. Kevin made most of his.
I was more meaning that you did that to Hera.
I'm sorry.
I still have Blight.
Bring him to Blight Town. Give him low FPS, Hera.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, Thaumiel is going to move back some as well. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is 29.
Okay. So he beats it, and so he's not frightened, but he still gets to take damage. So I got to roll some damage here. Hold on.
Some damn damage.
Yeah, some damn damage. Roll. Come on, big money. That's pretty big money. 8,
Big money
8.
no whammies.
16. I can do math. 23, 30, 35. Okay, so that's 39 points divided by 2. What's 39 divided by 2? 17? No.
19 and a half.
19.5, so 19
Yeah, okay,
damage.
so 19. Okay, so he takes 19 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And
that does go through.
cool. Yeah, and what happens is, like, from the slit in Thaumiel's mask, you all of a sudden see this like bright glow and 2 lasers shoot out
That's badass.
because I fire.
Okay, then
Ooh.
Cyclops.
You fire what?
That's what it's called. It's Wunari I fire.
Yeah.
You fire what though?
Fuck off.
Saege, thank you for the setup there. It was perfect.
What's it like to hit with that?
Oh.
Nice, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, cries in every Wunari ever.
Yeah.
One of these days, I have to play an intelligence-based Wunari
Hey.
just so that they can actually have that fucking hit something.
Hey Luke, you want to make it even funnier?
Yeah.
I'm not a Wunari.
What? I was about to write that down.
I just about to spit all of her drink everywhere.
The only
Still
person
alive.
to hit with Wunari I fire is not a Wunari.
Unless you're a secret Wunari.
Nope.
Did you steal their eyes?
I did.
Okay, then Kakashi.
No, I'm from the moon, fucker.
Okay, then Kakashi.
That's all I'll do for my turn, though.
Okay. All right, Korinn, you are up.
Well, considering what you just told me, that kind of fucks with everything that I thought I was going to do.
Sorry. It's a tricky spell.
I wouldn't think it would be that tricky, but I guess I just misunderstand the wording. So I've got no other goddamn idea what I wanted to do.
You could just smack him.
Oh,
You have a cool
blast.
weapon.
Well, the thing that I was going to do beforehand was going to utilize that series of events.
So you can you can cast something and then using what your plan was, you can cast something and then attack. But as soon as you affect somebody else, the spell ends.
See, that's my exact point. I thought if it's that many turns in a row during which you can use actions and moves as normal, I thought it would allow me to
It's
do
actions
exactly
and moves
that.
as normal as long as you don't affect another creature.
Yeah. So, like I
Yeah.
said, completely fucked up what I was going to do.
Yeah, you have
So,
to specifically plan for it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, if that's the case, then if I do this right, I guess I will fly in close and hit him with my packed weapon,
Cool.
which you never wrote down.
You get to choose it.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't know if it's just the base default stats or if there was some type of upgrade to it other than improved packed weapon.
No, I have it's okay. It's a flame rapier, but my dumbass didn't write down what it does. So it's
No, I've got the info for the flame rapier, but I don't have any information on a packed weapon. So I'm assuming it would just be the default.
Your pack weapon is the flame rapier.
Yeah, so when you choose your pack weapon, you can just make one that looks like anything, or if you have a magical regular ass weapon, you can make that your pack weapon. So that flame rapier is your pack weapon.
Okay. So technically the staff that I was holding, which I thought was the spear that I was holding, which I thought was my packed weapon, is the flame rapier.
You can just make it look like
Yeah.
a spear if you want.
Okay,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we'll just do that because that's what I thought I was doing
Okay,
again.
that's fine.
Sorry, people,
You're
I'm
fine.
ruining the entire fucking
Oh,
campaign.
you're not.
you're
You're doing a great
fine.
job.
Yeah. Also, you
So-
can use you use time stop, right? If I remember
No.
correctly.
Because
Oh.
that's what I was going to do to use multiple
Ah.
attacks, but I was just
Okay.
shut down for that one.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm getting salty because my dumbass doesn't understand everything that I'm reading. So if I do understand this correctly, though, the attacks times 2, does that mean each attack I get to attack twice? Or is that because of my...
You get to attack twice. So you know how
Let me rephrase. It says times 2. Does that include the thirsting blade attack?
yes.
Okay, that's what I was concerned about.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Like I said, I'm trying to understand everything as I'm doing it on a character sheet that I've...
Pretty much every if you're a warrior that isn't a fighter and it says you have extra attack, you get to attack twice instead of once in a round.
Okay. So yeah, if that's the case, then I'll do that. Attacking twice with the spear, the packed weapon that I thought was...
The flame spear.
Yeah, the flame spear. So I got to start off with making an attack roll at least.
Yep.
Okay. Well, finally, something good comes out of it. Nat 20.
Nice. Roll again to see if you do max damage or double.
Copy that. What does an 18 get me?
That is max and roll again. And I will remind you, you can choose to do an Eldritch Smite after you hit.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Nova.
Yeah. Like I said, I had plans for that time stop ability, but I'll do the best that I can.
Time stop is such a finicky spell.
So
Yeah.
that's 2d8, 16 plus 8. I'm bad with math. 16 plus 8. Okay, I'm sorry. Here I go again, making a fool of myself. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
I spent a long time doing math as well because there's a lot going on these days, and fuck, I haven't added his hit points together yet.
Okay, so for the max portion of that attack, it is 24 piercing.
Okay.
12 fire, which is he's immune to. 8 necrotic.
Okay.
And then I have to roll each one of those again. Correct? Except for the fire. So that puts up another...
Why is it 8 necrotic? Shouldn't it be
It's
5?
4 twice. It's plus 4 necrotic damage for one attack. So 8 total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I screwed that up. I'm sorry.
No, I understand now. You're fine. Go for
Plus
it.
another 7 piercing for the reroll of the 1d8.
Okay.
And The Eldritch Smite. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. Expend spell slots, which is 1d8 plus the 1d8 for each spell level.
Mm-hmm.
So since I haven't used any of them, that's going to be a total of 6 additional d8. Roll that beautiful bean footage, which is an additional 25.
Also, don't forget
Nice.
your smite also crits, so you get max damage of it as well.
So we can just say that that's 50.
Okay, works for me.
So I
and
don't want to do
then
math.
If the size is huge or smaller, they are knocked prone.
He is not prone.
Bitch, sit down. At least I did something worthwhile.
Eldritch
Hey,
Smite is very nice.
Yes.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And
So
Kevin always forgets the prone thing.
No save. If you hit, you got prone.
You hit
Okay.
night.
So that is my allotment of damage.
That was a great amount of damage.
Yeah.
I got pissed I couldn't use stop time for it, so I might as well use it.
You're like, God fucking damn it, he stole my idea. I was gonna do that.
Well, you already used your 9th level on me, didn't you? With
The 9th
Foresight,
level was for the Mystic Arcanum, so yeah, I used that on you for that specific reason.
which
so
means you
can-
can't cast Time Stop because you already had a 9th level spell.
Yeah.
My ring, my special item allows me to with so many
Oh,
charges.
it does. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it does. That's right. I forgot that.
So I still would have had it.
Cool.
You could have DO'd it. It's that's the one thing I'm really sad about, that you can't DO someone with time stop.
That's exactly why I'm pissed, because I had been
That
planning the
will
last
go.
20 minutes for that.
Sorry.
That's fine.
No, I get that though. It's such a salty thing when you're like, God damn it, I was hoping it'd work this way.
Jason, what would you like to do?
I think it's time. I'm going to array of hands.
Yeah,
Or
fuck
array
him
of
up.
arms. I have a question because I only have one, or technically 2 weapons. Actually, I can just make attacks. I don't need to have. Do they need to have individual weapons in them, or?
I will say. Did I give you?
You literally so my items are potion, sentinel
Yeah,
shield,
I
hill
will
strike,
say-
thrower, plate, normal stuff.
Defraggers innately
Okay.
get short swords or something as an
Yeah.
option, right?
I will say that we can just assume that you have
Warhammers,
two like generic magic weapons of whatever flavor you would like.
Warhammers.
Yeah.
All the hammers. It's hammer time.
They're just like magical in that they have the enchantment that lets them
No,
be magic. They like glow.
Okay. All I need to have is have 1 hammer and then another shield. Because I can carry 2 shields.
Okay. Sure.
All right. So first attack. And he's prone, right? I
Yeah,
get
he is.
advantage with
Yeah.
prone, right?
Yeah.
Of course. With melee, at least.
All right. So my first attack with my Dwarven Thrower is a 25 to hit.
Hits.
All right, I'm just going to roll all 4 of them. If that's
That
fine
works.
with you.
Do it.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
So I'll separate that one to remind myself.
Makes sense.
Actually, I'll just mark it on my big ass die. Hits. 15 on the die, which hits because that's plus 14. So 24 or 29, actually.
Hits.
And that one is an 18 on the die, so that hits as well. And so I'll roll for the 3 attacks that weren't crits. So that is 1d6 each. Oh, sorry, hold on. 1d8 and 2d6. All right, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that is 38 damage to him. And then now I have to roll for the crit, which I am going to smite on.
Of course you are. Why would you not?
Exactly. So I have to roll a d20. That is a 19. Cat 19 for the crit thing.
Yeah. Then max and double.
Max and
Or
double.
max and roll again.
All
Yeah.
right. So you know what? Let's go for Max Nova. I'm gonna blow 20 HP for this. He hasn't done damage to me yet, so
Blow it all, you'll get it back.
Exactly. I'm going to blow 20 HP.
She's not that kind of defragger, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I can only blow a max of 20 HP for 5d6 damage.
No, the corruption defragger, when you hit somebody that is corrupted, you can heal back like half of what you deal.
Oh, I got something even scarier for this. He needs a con save.
Cool. He's going to choose to succeed.
He's very lucky he did, because otherwise he'd be stunned.
Yeah, because I rolled a 1 and a 3. Legendary actions. They save lives, man.
So...
Legendary resistance.
That's the one I mean.
Oh, wait, hold on. I mathed that wrong. I do more than
Legendary
5d6.
actions and lives.
7 times 6. Because it's... All right. Plus 8 plus 4 plus 8. Any other pluses I have to add to that? Oh, wait, hold on. I crit him twice.
Did you?
Defragger
Because
strike.
I have a Ray of Hands powerhouse.
Mm.
It's fine. I'll just not worry with that because it's... I also deal 1 additional damage dice. I have a question. Is that on every single damage die or...
No, it's just on every
Attack.
attack.
Okay. That's the question though, because... Okay, so I'd roll 2d8s then for it.
Yeah.
And
So like if you're attacking with a short sword, instead of rolling 1d6, you'd be doing 2d6.
Okay. So I'll roll my 2d8s. So plus 7 plus 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough d6s for this. Oh well. 2 plus 2 plus 3. Wow, I rolled really bad. There. 6 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6. What?
Just the fucking math calculator sounds in the background.
As I'm typing on my laptop. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's my attack. So that'll be 95 damage.
Holy shit. Yeah, he's feeling the pain.
Good. And then, as a bonus action, because I got more shit I can do.
I think you already used your bonus action to
Oh
activate.
yeah,
your
array of hands. That's right.
arms.
Array of arms is yes. Then never mind. That is my turn.
Sorry. No.
It's fine. No, I completely forgot that.
Serendipity. What would you like to do?
So the dragon is still alive, but looks pretty bad, right?
Oh, it looks fucked up.
I got this. It's mine.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Blight
Okay.
on Khan.
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 Cat.
Like Khan, but without the N.
And I'm going to use Heightened Spell,
Put that.
and I'm going to
second-
cast it as a 7th level spell. Fuck this dude up.
His name should be changed into Mum-Ra after that.
Last legendary save. Because I rolled a 4.
Good.
He
Good.
still takes damage though.
Now
Yeah.
he's gonna be taking.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna be taking pain.
Necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage.
Yep.
Exactly.
Half of
let
that.
me let me find my
Is he a plant?
So-
I'm joking.
He's not a plant.
He's gonna need
It's not a
some.
plant.
Oh, baby.
5, 6, 7. So 3 more. So that's 11. Oh god, that was a terrible roll. 40. I can't even
Okay.
use my spell bombardment. That is so sad. There wasn't a single 8 in there.
Oh,
Oof.
sorry.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oof. It's a rough day for him.
Yeah. Some would say that.
Yeah,
Oh.
you might say that. What would is there anything else that Serendipity wants to do?
Marking the spell slot used down. No, that's my turn.
Okay.
Also, we were on the 4th round because every turn I cast a spell, and I have cast 4 spells so far.
That makes sense. Antron, what would you like to do?
I will activate my Ring of the Ram. I'll use all
Okay.
3 charges to attack.
Oh, I forgot one thing.
Oh,
Nope,
Oh, yeah.
nothing.
Wild Surge.
Wild
shit.
Surge.
That would've been
who are
fun.
you using the ram on?
The guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Ramming speed.
I'm going to let Iconoclast get the dragon.
Is that a roll to
Okay.
hit with the ram attack?
What?
Mhm.
You have advantage because he's prone.
Yeah, I rolled with advantage. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
It's a 1. Let's see. 28. 28 force damage.
Okay.
And
Ouch.
it's pushed 5 feet away as well.
Pull it across the crowd.
You can see, like, his eyes have started to glow with like a green fire. He is pissed.
Well, I've got more fists, so I'm going to use Flurry of Blows again.
Okay.
Keep hitting him.
More fists.
You've gone through 1/4 of my hit points, sir.
Yeah.
The ring was an action, so this is by bonus action.
Okay.
So first attack, 31
Yes.
for 15,
Okay.
and roll for stun.
You don't set to stun, you roll for stun.
That's a lot. That's a spoofy. 22.
Oh, it just barely made it. Second flurry attack, 26
Hits.
for 16 damage and another stun.
Just fishing for stuns now.
I'm
I mean,
trying to do
come on.
something.
Luke,
I mean,
I'm
he's
doing,
out of legendary
Luke,
resistances.
I'm doing this. No, the moment he ran out of legendary resistances, I'm like, hell yes, I can just stun him now. We can just try and chain stun him.
Days for days.
Oh, he rolled really, really well for that one.
All right, I'm going to call the.
That's a
Earth Elemental over.
36.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
The Earth Elemental will come over and attack now. He's going to stand
Okay.
right behind me and punch over my shoulder.
It's
Okay.
your stand now. You figured I brought my stand out, so now it's time for you to have a stand.
Right. That's from that show.
That's 2 nights in a row that we've had JoJo references.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's from that silly anime that nobody likes.
24
Hit.
at 10 damage bludgeoning. I don't think
Okay.
it's magical.
Okay.
And he gets a second attack as well.
If it's your fist, it's magical at 20 level.
15. 15 miss?
Misses.
Okay, that's it for that then.
Okay. The Earth Elemental does not seem to be doing quite as much damage.
It's moral support.
Yeah.
And then I will move into melee range.
Well, you already were because you were punching him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The
I don't have a range.
dragon
Yeah,
is gonna attempt to turn its neck around and bite the shit out of the barbarian riding his back.
that's cute.
Pat, don't forget to roll for breath.
Oh, thank you. He gets it back.
Change of
Will
plans.
he use
The
it on little
dragons-
old me? I'd be honored.
That would be really
Um,
funny to see a jet of
It's
electricity.
a 21 to bite you.
Yeah, that bites.
For
Doesn't it have disadvantage on you because of?
Yes, it does, because of foresight.
Oh.
Thank you for the reminder.
that was also a 21. I literally rolled the same number.
Aw.
Sorry.
It was fake.
But
I
its
call bullshit.
damage is shit. I mean, it was a 9, so it's not like
9
I
total
lied
damage.
to get a 19. No, it was a 9 on the dice to hit.
So 19 damage.
No, to hit. I'm rolling the damage now.
Oh,
11 piercing damage.
okay. As a reaction,
and-
hello. It is me, and I'm stabbing 4. It gets a 27 to hit as a reaction,
Okay.
as I retaliate.
And
Yes?
it is going to use its frightful presence because it doesn't really have a whole lot more that it can do.
That's
Because it can't really reach you with
That's-
its claws.
That's okay. It does that. It does that. Okay, good. It does that. Okay,
Good for it.
it does that, and then I retaliate.
It is each creature of its choice within 120 feet, so that would likely be all of you, though. So all of you need to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, wow.
I roll with advantage because it's a corrupted creature.
All right.
Yes, and I believe Astrean rolls with advantage as well, because this is a fright effect.
Oh, okay. I was looking at my sheet for that. Wisdom?
Yep.
Good, 26.
26 as well.
Pass, pass.
19.
Pass.
19 as well.
Pass. This poor dragon. I swear to God.
He can leave.
Is this the ancient grandfather or whatever to Big? Cat's just seething
To
resentment.
who?
The whatever his name is, the kobold that you attacked us with, that we kicked the shit out of like a fucking nerd. He was.
I was thinking, oh no,
He was nice.
Seth is a bronze dragon, or a brass.
15 magical piercing and 2 fire from the retaliation.
Okay. All right, this one. Did you already give me that damage? I thought it was a lot higher than that. I thought it was like 27 damage.
No.
That was the previous one?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So the dragon roars ferociously.
My hair is like.
Frightens none of you because you all passed your save. Turns around to bite Icocles, and in retaliation, he stabs him. How would you like to kill this dragon?
Yes.
Well, on my turn, I was gonna do my frightful thing
Oh.
against it. So I yell back, and then I stab 2 more times.
He's already dead.
I'm frenzying. I don't
That's
care.
fair. Ah,
That said, you are now falling.
I'm fine with that.
he'll cushion his blow. If it's
Um,
anything, barbarians are completely fine with falling 20 stories and walking away from it.
Let's see, probably be about 60 feet up in the air, and I'm gonna get a dice.
I would
roller,
use
but
my
it's
movement.
easy.
I don't know if I have my 20 feet of movement from climbing on it to get on its back to try to use it to cushion most of the blow of the fall. If you would allow that.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Okay.
I'll allow you to roll away.
Okay, I'll humor you. 25.
God damn it.
Would technically give you about 15 extra feet less of fall damage because the dragon stops you from falling that extra 15 feet.
Yeah.
By doing that, you reduce the damage to 11 bludgeoning damage. God damn, I hate
So
falling
5.
damage.
So
It's
5
it's
because I'm
the
raging.
worst.
So 5 because I'm
Damage is
raging.
So dumb in this
Absolute
game.
garbage.
I love it.
I mean, it's absolutely deadly early on, but later on, it's just like,
Haha, that's funny. That's useless. So that was the dragon's turn. Icocles, what would you like to do? I will say you are probably about 60 feet away from Ka.
Oh, then I dash right to him.
Okay.
And as a bonus action for my dash, I do a charge attack, which I have advantage on because he's prone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still hasted, so I can still do a bonus action additional attack on top of that. Oh, and then an action on top of that to do another attack. So I still get 3 attacks.
Also, I just picture Icocles doing the Soul Calibur when your enemy's opponent's down, just running, train wreck over him.
27 for the first attack, natural 20 for the second attack. Got a 17 on the roll to confirm it. And 30.
A lot of crit.
A 30 for the third attack.
Yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. The dragon died, right?
Yeah.
It did, yeah.
I used Keel Stealer and I gained 20 temporary hit points, so I have 15 temporary hit points. Because the fall damage took out 5 of that.
Oh no.
So how dead is Ka?
Let's see here.
He hasn't gone into his god form yet.
Sir, I'm doing the math of the modifiers I get on top of the dice rolls, not even dice rolls yet. Wow, okay. We'll say 55 because I totally forgot he's immune to fire damage.
Okay.
And I'd already put everything together. It was more.
Right.
It was more around 65, but
He is not looking great. He is bleeding all over the place. He's not looking happy. Top of your turns. Everybody roll your corruption save. That's within 30 feet.
50.
Which is Icocles, Jacinth, Astrean. That might be it.
I got 10.
Elemental also.
Oh no,
And the elemental.
Yeah, 10 total.
Oh, 10 total.
Yeah, it's straight dice roll, right?
Yeah, you get a layer.
I got a 12. The elemental got a 7 again.
Oh, poor elemental.
I'm gonna have to put the elemental out of his
Rip.
misery soon.
If I ever take damage, I might lose concentration and he'll attack us.
Hey, Cat's very aware of how that goes.
Okay, this isn't 2E. Like, it's not nearly as it's
scary.
much more forgiving in this one.
It's not even as scary because they're not as you don't have 10 HP.
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily go super ham on you, I think. Like,
They just go ham on everybody.
I'll lure it away into the enemy army and then it'll kill him. Maybe.
These are so weird. These are so strange. Okay, yeah. Icocles, you stab into Ka. And when you sort of rip your spear out and are splashed with the blood coming from him, it starts to like seep into your pores. And you sprout.
I like this already.
1 tentacle. I will say from the from the center of your forehead. That flails around and occasionally knocks things over.
Don't worry, don't get too attached to it.
Okay, I wrote it down.
Okay. Yeah. Ka's turn. Oof. He's not happy.
really?
He is going to turn to Serendipity is 100 feet away? Or no, you're within 60.
Yeah, within 60.
Yeah. He's going to turn in your direction. And everyone that is within a 90-foot cone, which I will say, oh Jesus, there are 4 of you in melee, right, with him?
I'll volunteer to take the hit here.
Yeah, I believe at least 2 of us are. No, 3.
I'm gonna
us,
roll
yeah.
randomly to see who's in there because we're doing
Considering that Jacinth just did like 90% of his HP, he probably would fire at her, whatever he's doing.
I did
Just
just
out of
Nova him for
retaliation.
almost over 100 damage.
Yeah,
So it
no,
makes-
the
it just
3 that
makes
he's
sense.
most annoyed at are Icocles, Jacinth, and Serendipity. So all 3 of you need to make Constitution saving throws.
Fuck.
25.
Oh wait, it's a spell, right? So I have advantage.
It's a spell-like effect, not a spell.
I failed.
damn.
16.
Is it a 1?
Spell-like effect, I think your thing still functions again with it, Hera. I think it's spell or spell-like effect.
Doesn't matter. I have a 19, so it's probably under whatever he's doing.
I can only boost AC, not anything else.
I do have
Can I use
anything,
my
but-
shield on that for this?
I don't think so because it's a con
Oh
save.
no, it's con, not dex. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
Shouldn't I be proficient with that? Yes, I
as a
am.
barbarian.
I'm dumb. Dirty 20. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I can't get double advantage. Damn it.
So dirty 20, and what was yours, Hera?
19.
All right, and Vex
25 or 26.
26.
Because there's 15 plus 11.
You might be the
Or
only
10,
one
no,
that
25.
passed.
Jacinth is the only one that passed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sweet, I take no damage.
That's fucking bonkers.
So we're taking damage. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
I retaliate.
Okay.
Didn't you already use your reaction?
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
already
but
used
then
your
my
reaction.
turn went, and then
That's
I
right.
gained my
yeah.
reaction back.
He did.
He
Yes,
did,
he gets to he gets to stab him. 2 for flinching.
First
He's,
off,
he's not prone anymore, right? He used to have his move to get up.
That is 95 points of corruption damage. And
What does it mean?
it's corruption damage. And the way it
Alright.
works is for every 25 points that you take, you gain a layer. So you guys gain three layers here.
So 95?
Yeah.
How dead are you?
I'm dead.
Well, you're unconscious.
Dead or
I'm
unconscious?
unconscious.
That's fine.
Oh wait, no, I'm not dead. Wait, I still have some. One more. I still have a few. One.
And I'm definitely not resistant with it when raging. My stuff is only bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Yeah.
You're not a barbarian.
I'm still fine though.
What? Kat?
Okay.
My description of what it is.
No, I'm looking at the corruptions. So we're going to go ahead and do Icocles first. You now can only eat dirt for sustenance.
Well, that soup was nice while it lasted.
I have dirt soup.
Okay.
You develop very visible gills. And your beautiful, luscious hair is now replaced with flowing locks of green.
I love that.
My hair is now what?
Grain.
It's wheat.
You can make bread with your hair now.
And then not eat it.
I have 19 hit points left.
Serendipity, you grow very large, floppy ears.
Oh. No, don't get too attached to those levels of corruption. I'll remove them.
You leave dim glowing footprints behind you. And nightmares plague your rest.
I have one more actually. It's
Gave her
4.
3. You gave her 3, not 4.
No, for every 25.
For every 25.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
would have
I
only
thought it
gotten
was
it if
every
I
20.
hit 100. No, it's 25.
Okay, what was the last one?
Nightmares plague your rest.
Yeah.
Like I said, you don't have to worry about those too much. I'll cure all this shit up.
And with that, as soon as he lets loose this blast, and it's the strangest thing, you don't see anything, but it's sort of like if you get like floaters in your vision, and all of a sudden you are just hit with this wave of nausea, and it feels like your insides have been turned to scrambled eggs, as just this wrongness racks your body. And as soon as he releases that, he turns as appearing from the sky above him are 2 men that drop down. One is the familiar robed figure of the Poromancer, and another is a man that none of you guys have ever seen before, a human man in like light leathers, dark skin, a bald head, wielding a stone dagger. drops down onto Ka's back.
That's cute. My retaliation got a nat 20.
Okay. Both of you hit at the same time. And you pin him between the two of you. You have a spear, right?
I like to think, if this is this like the finishing blow? Like he's gonna...
Yes.
Okay. Probably the spear goes like upwards down here, and the dagger's like there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So the spear goes under the chin, and this other man that you've never met before, you assume is the jackal, lands on his back, dagger down, and Ka just goes limp.
Oh, cool! I gained another 20.
And jackal drops down. I think he's gone. And he turns to Dane, to the Horrormancer, and the two of them make eye contact, and he's like, "Are you sure he's not getting up again?"
Is the dagger still in him?
The dagger is still in him, and
Serendipity casts a couple of times blight on him just to like rot everything away that is still left of the corpse.
In a second.
Yeah, let's let the
the jackal looks down at his hand, and as he's looking at his hand, the like corruption, that sort of like blackish swirl of energy, starts to seep out of what looks like every pore in Ka's body. And Jackal, looking at his hand starts to dissolve into sand. And in just a moment or so, there is nothing left of either of them except for the stone dagger. Dane just sort of lands. At least we know he can't come back this time.
Good sacrifice.
I'm not going to stop you if you want to blight that dagger a couple times just to be sure.
I foolishly grabbed the dagger.
No,
it's just a dagger.
If he goes for that, Jacinth is going to put herself in front, her shield in front of that.
I put my shield in front of your shield, and I grabbed the dagger.
Can you please give me a wisdom saving throw?
I fail.
Oh. Iconoclast.
I fail. What's your DC?
21.
Yeah,
you fall
I fail.
As I cast,
did you bite his ass?
Yes, I bite him.
Fair enough. By the way, if I nat 20, it would have been a 19.
Mine.
Oh.
Dane is like, for...
Did you wild magic?
Did you wild magic?
Yes.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ. What a way to end this, of Hera just fucking nuking us all.
I don't have that power.
Fireball.
I only have that first level.
Fireball.
Yeah, if you fireball me, that's going to be hilarious. I'll survive it too. Which will make it
Okay,
funnier.
all right. So the first one that I rolled, a wall of fire encircles the target, or colored streamers spray from your fingertips.
That's up to you.
Your choice.
I think the funny thing is because iBite actually targets myself, and then I target other creatures with iBite.
It's true.
So for the dramatic effect,
Fire.
just a wall of flame shoots up around me.
And dimensional
Oh wait, no shit.
GTFO.
Let's go with the streamers because that would kill me.
Yeah.
I love that Hera just realized, like, wait, I'm going to do this all
Wait, I
badass.
have 19 HP.
Oh wait,
Oh wait,
shit, if
I
do
can.
that, die.
How does the wall of fire work?
The second
it
you're
has-
in it, you take damage.
No. One side is safe, the other one is not. You can make a wall of fire like a ring and have the outside be not safe and the inside be safe. That's how wall of fire works. So
Mhm.
how
I
does
don't
it
think
work if you cast it as a wild magic search?
Does it
I'd
matter?
say it's random.
Okay. Yeah,
You
then
might not wanna
let's go
risk
with
it.
the streamers.
Yeah.
And they do
Grand
not
birthday
shoot from her
party
eyes,
style.
however. From her fingers, they shoot from her like eyes
Weird
on
eyes.
her on the head plate. Yeah.
They shoot out of her nose.
I'll say he goes over to reach for the dagger, your eye bite goes off, and he just like falls backwards straight on his back. Just unconscious.
Yeah.
I think he needs a timeout anyway.
How long am I asleep?
1 moment.
Jacinth would look to the Horomancer as
It
this is-
wakes up if it takes any damage or if another creature uses its action to shake the sleeper awake. Arguably also as long as I concentrate on the spell up to 1 minute.
Okay, so in a minute you'll wake up if nobody wakes
or
you.
less. Jacinth will look to the Horomancer and say, "Is the dagger safe?"
It's as long as you don't stab anybody with it, it's fine.
Okay, then. And she'll pick it up and slip it into her bag.
Should we destroy the dagger?
The
I don't know
best
that it's
not.
possible.
I wouldn't.
In
Who
case
knows?
another threat comes.
Yeah.
It'd be best.
Also,
with-
I want to note from casting
Also,
Blight.
from what I can tell, that was something of like an avatar. I think that like his reach here is gone, but some aspect of him lives on
Is the army still attacking the city?
through there. The army has been decimated. Like you guys have wrecked all kinds of shit. I
about the
will say that he says the mountain is still moving, but we'll deal with that in a moment. It's a relatively slow mountain.
All right.
Yeah, also the arm from casting Blight for her is like now looks almost like as if
Withered.
there's no flesh on the arm and it's just like the skin and scales just being thinly stretched over the skeleton of her arm
that's
from
cool.
casting Blight.
Nice.
Jacinth
yeah.
will nod and then use sense degradation and cure up anybody, take everybody's layers of corruption off.
I have 4.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Oh, I'll take them all because I can. Here's
when
the
you
thing.
when you go to the Horomancer, you may want to wait on that. As far as I know, corruption from him doesn't go away. It has to be transferred. If you cure it, you take it.
She kind of
They-
looks. So here's the question: how old do the other two look?
Old.
Like those two, like Icocles and Serendipity.
Oh,
what's
Icocles
your
is
ages?
probably in his 30s.
The tribe of
Hi, Sage.
Sorry, Sage.
Serendipity is like in her 20s to 30s. In the 30s.
She'll just say, "I'll when we get to the thing, I can take their layers of corruption."
I
I've
mean,
not-
Serendipity just says, I'm honestly not sure if all of this is actually corruption or not something else. Even though these ears are super weird. How do mammals do this with all this? Is so distracting.
Like I said, I'll take them off for you.
So we will say that marks the moment that the war turned in favor of the Grand Armies of Radix.
We did it.
36 years after this moment, the final battle would be fought. A great sacrifice is made, and a treaty is signed that hopefully for many, many, many centuries keeps the world in one piece.
And hopefully, no asshole tries to, wreck that.
Yeah.
Why
But
would someone ever
that's a
do?
story for another time. Yeah.
That
Unless
was
there's
fun.
anything anybody else wants to do or mention that they do in the prologue.
Epilogue?
Epilogue, that's the word.
Can we demand the local city that gets made here is named after us?
Sure. It might not be named that 15,000 years later, but
No, never mind. Then.
The after your spell wore off, I'm still asleep. It's been a long day.
Jacinth will carry him pretty much.
Mostly because one, that haste probably will wear off in a few seconds, and two, after my rage ends, because I'm unconscious and it ends, I gained a layer of exhaustion. So,
You're tired, boy.
yeah.
I'm also actually not sure if the unconscious effect just ends because the spell ends. Because when
No,
you're
he just
asleep, you
chooses-
No,
sleep,
I'm
right?
saying he chooses
Yeah,
to
yeah,
sleep
I know, but-
because of that.
It's when you're asleep, right? So
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh, that was fun.
yes.
you guys, that was so much fun.
Also, I'm such a big fan. Like I've like really grown. Like the Sarens have really grown on me. Like, just as a concept, I'm not super happy with her features. But just as a concept, they have really grown on me. They're fun. I don't know.
Yes.
And I really like that idea that spur of the moment, wait, I have eye bite. And the whole thing of like her eyes being like having like this additional pair of eyes on her head plate.
Mm-hmm. That's cool as hell. Yeah, so
I'll go to bed soon.
Yeah, we'll let everybody go. Real quick, I'm gonna go around and say what everybody's class was, just because it's cool. Saege was playing a great old one, Pact of the Blade, Warlock, and he was a laser dragonborn. Icocles is a human barbarian, berserker, right? The frenzy one.
Yeah, the frenzy one.
Path of Berserker.
The best one.
Thaumiel is obviously a glitch hunter, race unknown as yet. Serendipity is a wild magic Sty Saren. Jacinth is a hill dwarf vaccine defragger. And Astrean is a Lightfoot halfling drunken monk. Yeah. I had so much fun, you
That
guys.
was hella fun.
Yeah, I feel bad that I got this fucking headache.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
it's
so
all good.
sorry.
We got you for the beginning, and I hope you feel better, Alt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, before we close, anybody got any announcements or anything, or plugs? I'm gonna start with Vex because she's waving.
All right. So tomorrow, or today for some people, at 1:30 p.m. EST, Hera and I will be playing on Heroes Without Limits, our Witcher game.
Yeah.
So you should come watch that. We're dealing with a bunch of Scoia'tael people right now, and we may or may not be getting walked into a trap. So come watch that. It's a lot of chaos and it's a lot of fun. That's
Heck
about
yeah.
it.
Oh, I forgot to use this.
Oh.
Gotta use the other one. The one you used
Just
last night.
just going next on
I
the-
rage. Grrr. That
is
one?
fucking adorable.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
The
I
JoJo
really
one's
want to
also
play.
really good.
Now I really want to play a Tabaxi Barbarian. Next up, just in order, Luke. What do you got going on?
I had twin nieces born earlier.
Oh my god!
Hey,
Congratulations! Like you're an uncle. That's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so eventually I'll meet them.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay. Follow him. He's cool. I think our Twitters are under our names.
Yeah, they are. They're still on.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Next in order, I'm gonna go with Alt.
Oh, that's me. I can think. Hold on. Here, come back to me, actually.
Do you want me to do your shadows for you all? Because I know them by now.
Just give me a second.
All right. Hera, you're up next.
I got nothing.
Okay. My next thing is what the fuck is my next thing?
Tomorrow. Or you play halfling.
Oh shit! Yeah, where I play a halfling. Ghost of Saltmarsh. I almost called Ghost of Waterdeep. Yeah, Ghost of Saltmarsh tomorrow night, 7:00. I have no idea what we're doing. Oh no.
You might have alerted the horde.
Yeah, I just remembered that. Yeah, come watch me play a halfling that doesn't actually succeed in with when I use lucky because I continually roll 2s, so I can't use lucky, or I roll 1 and then I roll another fucking 1.
And has been on a pretty good roll lately, but was the I go in the room first and then a swarm of insects kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super fun. It's exciting. I hope we don't die in that room. Yeah, and then Sunday is when I play my drunken monk, which is a dwarf, and she's super fun and super cool. And apparently that's just a tactic to just have Earth Elemental Fastball special you, apparently. I love it. That just happened spontaneously. Yeah, that's my stuff. We'll go with Scotty next.
Are you good? No?
Huh? No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I do commission work on Fiverr. I'm pretty busy right now, but you can message me there and see what you're interested in. We can see what I can do for you. I also plan on doing some book covers. Still need to make that gig on Fiverr, but if you go on my Twitter, it has a link to my Fiverr account, and it's actually a pretty good site that I've noticed. I'm gonna sponsor it a little bit, I guess, for commissioning because it helps both sides, both the freelancer and the commissionee. Like, let's say you're like wanting a character drawing, and you're like, I don't like how this belt on this Final Fantasy character looks, and they're like, this Final Fantasy character has 20,000 belts. It's a Final Fantasy character. Well, in Fiverr, you can actually pin the specific spots on the pictures and stuff, and you leave notes on those pins. So I've noticed that's been pretty helpful. And besides that, if you like the show and any of the other shows that are on this channel, if you're on Twitch, you can see all the backlog YouTube playlists down below. And those are my plugs.
Alt, you got your stuff?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Altaziel. I occasionally draw things, mostly cute girls with big guns.
Guns, that's what they call them.
Well, it depends on if you're following me at Altaziel or at Neon Witchfire, which is my not safe for work account. Other than that, I am in another game over on Vex's channel where we play Retroverse, but we're all furries. And that's been on hiatus for a little bit because technical difficulties and scheduling issues, and quarantine is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm here on Fridays. I'm usually better at role playing, but I got crippled tonight, so whatever.
It happens. Sorry.
It happens. Yeah, it's my own fault. I woke up at like 4 and I haven't been sleeping well, so.
We were all playing new characters that had maxed out abilities.
Yeah. Well,
Also, don't forget to follow Colloquy.
Yeah, follow Colloquy for cool art. Also, yeah, you'll most of my Twitter right now is me reblogging Animal Crossing stuff for Colloquy. So
it's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next week we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming, and they'll be in a different battle, this time in the future.
Well, yeah. The next corruption game.
Yes, the next corruption game. Next week is the second half of Vaccine game where they are fighting in the Machine Wars, and they are going to go pick a fight with
a Cyblade thing.
Yeah, with a Cyblade that they were calling a fuck me. Final Ultimate Kill Machine enhanced.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah. So tune in next time for that. That's next Friday, 7:30.
All right. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.
Good night, everybody. Bye.